Geek Nation. I'm George, and this is That Geek Show, the show where we talk about the latest and greatest from the worlds of collecting, movies, video game, TV, and tech. And with me, as always, to break all this stuff down is my brother, the one they know as the Statue Fanatic, Calvin. What's up, bro?
What's up, man? How's it going?
Good, man. How you doing?
T-minus what, 1?
Yeah, we're almost there, right? We got like a day and a half.
Yep.
It's going to be awesome, man. I can't wait to go. So, New York Comic-Con, here we come. All right, and then my other brother who lives with me, he lives in the same area as me. We go pop hunting together now, so definitely check out the next video. It's because I had a couple cameos in there. We got that pop night. Seth, what's up, Seth?
What's poppin', everybody? We are live.
How you doing, man?
Me? I'm doing better now that I found this afternoon.
You got him.
We finally got him. Light up Iron Man.
That's what's up,
man.
Light up Iron Man. That's cool. That's got to be probably one of the coolest pops I've seen recently.
Thank you to Blue Chips. He's actually in here. He's the one who gave me the tip. He's in the chat. That and also the Pop Gods were on my side. So
you haven't been to Target lately, have you?
Actually, I have been to Target, and they've had stuff that I want to buy, but they're not releasing it until the 5th, which is bullshit.
Okay.
All right. We got more on the chat. We got making his triumphant return. We haven't seen him in a few weeks. Actually, it's been about 3 weeks, right? I don't know. But he's back. We got Captain Puerto Rico. Eric, what's up, man?
What's going on, man? It's been, I think, 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks. It feels like
too
3,
long.
bro. Feels like forever since I've seen your beautiful face.
It's been too long. I miss you guys. Thank you
too,
for having
man.
me again on your show.
For real, man. I'm about to go to New York and hand out flyers, and you're on the flyer, and they're gonna be looking at you and be like, "Who's this dude? I never see him on the show."
It's because he's ducking me.
We'll get into that in a minute. Don't start the fight yet, guys. Just wait.
Not yet.
All right, and then we have a special guest with us today. We have Charles Carozza of Choice Art Group. What's up, Charles? How you doing, man?
What's going on, guys? What's going on? Good to see you.
Good to see you, bro. You have an awesome collection behind you, bro.
No crap. Look at that, man. That's awesome. A lot of the stuff I like to collect because I see he has Witchblade and he has Aspen.
Yeah, Aspen I just got. I was waiting, Georgia, you and I spoke before about it, and I was waiting for her to come out. I was hoping to the statue gods that Sideshow wouldn't touch her because I thought she was beautiful, and I saw her at San Diego Comic-Con, and I was like, please, just let it stay. And then when everybody posted theirs, I'm like, thank you, God. And the first eBay coupon that came out, I got lucky.
Nice.
Yeah, but 20, a little over 21 years now collecting, and the collection is scaled down a lot. This room used to be wall to wall, bucket to bucket, everywhere. But I got what I want around me now.
Awesome.
That's awesome, man.
Thank you.
So if you guys don't know, Charles works with Choice Art Group. They sell some of the most amazing artwork that I've seen in my life. You know, things like one-off pieces or small, very low edition sizes. We checked them out at San Diego Comic-Con. I'm going to check them out again at New York Comic-Con. This time I'm definitely going to get some footage of your booth, dude. Because last time we just were happy to see each other because I've known him now for close to a year, and then I didn't get to see his face until San Diego Comic-Con in person. So
yeah.
I think we're just happy about that.
It was a great time because I was happy as hell to finally meet you guys as well. And, we all chat and everything. And for you guys to come in the booth and say hi and give a shout out to Marvelous Statues to keep it marvelous. Always.
Yeah,
always. Cool. But it was good to finally meet you guys and, spend a little time. I'm sorry that I couldn't spend more, but San Diego Comic-Con was ridiculous. I mean, it was just ridiculous, the crowd that was coming in the booth. But wait until you guys see New York. It's gonna be off the hook. We have some really good single pieces coming out, one-offs, original pieces. I know you guys will be there, and I'll mention it later. Seth, are you gonna be there too?
Working on it. I had some stuff come up at the last minute, but I'll have a definite answer tomorrow whether if I'm going or not.
All right, cool. But yeah, come by, check us out. Anybody that's there, 1664 is our booth. Come and say hello. It's not always about business. It's meeting fellow collectors like all of us, and finally meeting the guys that we always talk to or we see on Facebook and whatnot. Business aside, you can always come in, check out the new art, check out the old art. We have a couple of artists that are going to be with us this year. We're bringing back Tim Rogerson. Those that don't know Tim, he's Disney's #1 artist right now. And the reason why is because he's so versatile. He could paint anything from Captain America to the best Stitch that you've ever seen in your life. Nice. And we're also bringing back to welcome him to the New York area, a new artist, Cristiano Da Costa, which you guys saw over at San Diego Comic-Con. Very different art, very cool stuff, because it's not just about the canvas to Cristiano. It's also what I call the sculpture part, and that's why I really love his art. It's that frame. If you guys remember
the Disney stuff, right?
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
his stuff was on the outside, and his canvas is beautiful. The artwork, it's inside the canvas, is absolutely stunning. But what really sets his stuff apart is what he does with his frame. And the way that he puts it is the frame should be just as much art as the art itself. And that's why he's cool. So we're happy to have him this year at New York.
All right. Cool. All right, so before we get started, we're going to give some shout-outs to the people in the chat. And I just want to show you guys a couple of things that we're doing a little bit differently. So if you see in this area of the screen, I now have the chat that's being listed there. So anything you guys type in there will appear on the screen. So you guys are just as much a part of the video as we are. So I wanted to see if you guys like that. If it's too distracting, I could take it off. I just want to check that out and see how that works. We also have a super chat that if anybody decides to donate, we appreciate that. If they do that, then their chat or whatever it is they type will get listed up larger on this area of the screen. And it plays like an 8-bit sound, kind of like a video game, which is kind of cool. So we're testing that out today, see how that works, see what you guys think. So definitely give me some feedback. Let me know what you all think about that. All right? So,
any donation over $100, you'll be receiving a stripogram by me.
Oh.
Just playing.
Now I want to donate, right? Now it's a party. All
Charles, where in New York are you from, or are you in New York?
No, I live in New Jersey. I live about 20 minutes outside the city, and my office is. I mean, you could throw a rock to Manhattan, either by the bridge or the tunnel.
Nice.
We're right outside of New York.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I could come. It would be a nice homecoming for me. So
absolutely. Keep the localness coming. We love the guys from Florida. Don't get me wrong.
Listen, I'm not from Florida. I'm from New York. I might dwell here at the moment, but I am from New York.
Right.
Whatever. He's a Floridian. He's been here too long.
Anyway. Rob said his donation is going to be $99.99.
So, just what's up to the people in the chat? We got Adrian in the chat. We got Dark Mufasa, Felipe Besnier. We got Seth, as always. Roy is in the chat. What's up, Roy?
What's up, Roy?
Lazy Lover. She's a lazy
lover.
Denny Ferreira.
On you, believe it.
All right. Blue 3 Clips. Who else we got?
I saw my boy Steve Rowe is in there.
Pinche Borracho. Steve Rowe's in there also. I saw that. My boy Steve.
Dave is in here right now saying that I'll donate just so Seth never strips.
We got Rock Mac Collections. Jose Perez. We got mad people in the chat, man. 43 people watching. That's awesome.
Nick 666 is saying I should strip with the Batman mask.
Oh my god! I thought we were supposed to make the show great again. Okay,
it's fake news. It's all fake news.
It's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be huge.
I got Captain America in the house with us, man. Check it out, guys. Captain America premium format figure. What y'all think?
So nice.
Very nice.
Oh my god, it's so sexy.
Yeah, there's a shot for you right there, guys. There you go. Get a little bit of that gluteus maximus right there, bro.
Hashtag booty crystal.
There you go. Yo, this thing is a dope piece, bro.
That Captain booty's a little flat, though.
Oh, man. He's a dope piece.
So what he's saying, he's got no ass in the back, just continues?
It just goes straight down. I call it as I see it.
It's a cool piece, man. I got to put it up.
It is a cool piece. I can't wait to get it at I can't wait to get it at my house.
But you don't have any place to put it, so where are you going to put it?
I got a place to put it. Trust me. me and Eric have been going back and forth through Messenger, so he already knows the place where I've got to put it.
All right, so if you guys don't know the backstory about this one, I picked up the Captain America premium format figure because I thought this thing was dope. It was badass looking piece, and I did the review on it. And there's some comments in there about what's going on right now. So Seth and Eric here are two of the biggest Captain America fans, much bigger than me. And, you know, so it's here now. And my brother, he initially said, hey, when this thing comes in, you know, Eric, you can have your opportunity to get it. It's because while I do like the piece and I think it's dope, I'm not a huge Captain America fan. I'm more of an Iron Man fan. So, and then I went and I told Seth, yo, Seth, you know, you got a tattoo of the Captain America shield on your arm. You got to have a premium format figure to go along with your tattoo, you know? And I told him that. At the same time, my brother was telling Eric what he was telling him. So then the statue, we get the message, this thing is about to ship. And the two of them are like, all right, when do I get it? And now we're like, oh, shit.
We were set up from the start.
Hashtag lack of communication.
They just
talk about that, right?
And then I get a phone call from John, then one from George. Hey, what are we going to do? I'm like, I have no freaking idea. Got some gloves? Maybe that'll work.
Yeah, right?
They just want to see us fight on camera. That's all it is.
Duke it out. So
all I can say is that this dude has been ducking for weeks. That's why he hasn't been on the show.
Oh.
Okay. Before we even went live, Buddy sees me wearing my Cap shirt. What does he do? He goes and changes shirts. And
I'm sorry. I just got back from the gym doing my Captain America workout, and I took a goddamn shower, and I changed into my Captain America pajamas. That's what's going on.
So
I just noticed that he didn't have that shirt on.
Exactly.
All I saw was the light. The light was off, and then you came on, and boom, there it was.
Right?
Because it's showtime,
Captain
guys.
Puerto Rico shows his mighty shield.
You might be a self-proclaimed Captain America fan, but I ain't see you with no tattoo, bro.
So do I need to bust out my entire Ed Brubaker run? Do I need to bust out my 25 Hot Toys that I have with that freaking Captain America? Just because it doesn't have a tattoo doesn't mean I don't believe in what Captain America stands for. Okay? That doesn't mean anything. I can get a tattue of
all of a sudden, I just got a feeling this was going to get like real political. He's like, these colors don't run. you know, listen, all I know is that we got to figure out a solution to this because one way or another, that statue is coming home with me. It's going in my office at work. I know you already had a dedicated place in mind where you want to put it. And I feel bad because all you're going to be doing is staring at an empty spot.
You can get us the box.
You're going to be constantly reminded that I'm number one, and that's it.
Wow, man, it's getting serious. So we're going to do a competition for this. You guys are going to go head-to-head in something. We don't know what we're going to do yet. John was talking about doing a Captain America trivia challenge.
Yeah.
You know, I threw my little sense in there to have a mud wrestling match.
Oh, my God.
What do y'all think about that?
Listen, all I can say is,
oh my God,
I'm just about game for anything. But the thing is that when it actually comes,
Marvel versus Capcom face-off.
But the thing is that when it actually comes to actual physical confrontation, I'm sure Eric will agree with me on this because we've had this conversation. Is that it could be really funny, but can also get real serious real fast.
Damn,
somebody could wind up hurting somebody, and then it's going to turn into a full-blown fist fight. Which,
at that point, we should charge people to watch the fight. I mean,
exactly.
Like, come on.
Pay-per-view.
John's in the chat now, John, right now, calling you a snitch.
He doesn't say snitch. It says stitch or something.
I don't know.
It says stitch.
I don't have my glasses on. I can't see. So all I'm saying is we're gonna duke it out. We're trying to figure out.
Glenn says nobody wants to see a mud wrestling match.
You know you want to see it. You want to see that mud all up in my all up in my rolls in my flap. You know.
Oh my God! Come on!
What is going on, guys? I didn't agree to this.
What happened?
Seth, from one big guy to another, nobody wants to see that.
I know, Charles. I know.
Just throwing it out there. I don't know, mile run, one arm push-ups, one arm pull-ups.
I think the Marvel versus Capcom would be actually really fun and where to go.
Versus Capcom video game match. In fact, I think we're going to do a poll on this, guys. We should do a poll on this. You guys will have a vote here on YouTube. Let me know what y'all want to have as competition. When you see the Captain America review, there's also going to be a reminder about this that's going to come out on Wednesday. And then we'll do it again in the group. So we're going to have something. We don't know yet what it is. Maybe marathon race or something. I don't know.
So, I will leave you with this last food for thought. Eric?
Yes, sir.
If you want to be the man, you got to beat the man.
He tells me that all the time. I beat him quite often.
Okay. Challenge accepted, Seth.
Just bring it.
Batman statue collector in the house. What's up, Chris?
What's up, Chris?
This is actually pretty convenient for me. I can see the chat and stay in the window that I need to be able to organize the show.
To actually take part in your own show.
There you go.
So just real quick, Felipe just wanted to know what my top 5 is for New York Comic Con. So top 5 is orange chrome Batman, blue chrome Vegeta. We got the three pack of the chrome Superman. We got the Hulk and the Hulkbuster, and then I believe I want the Toy Tokyo exclusive Biggie Smalls. Those are my 5 top ones.
I'm guessing that you're gonna pitch a pop tent in front of the Funko Pop booth, then, huh?
I entered the lottery and I didn't win a spot. So, listen, my next best suggestion is just to go ahead and either bribe people standing in line, or hopefully one of the vendors that are at the show gets some, and they mark it up, and I pay a ridiculous price for it.
Yeah.
So
I could tell you, as far as vendor goes, especially Pops, they do not give us anything, and we cannot go to them. I mean, we're in there way before anybody is allowed to even go anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically where I get like my 15 minutes to go around and go to the Sideshow booth, or this year maybe XM or what have you. But they don't give us anything. Like, we go to the booth, like they have ropes that you have to stand behind, and then when the door opens, if you have a ticket or a spot or whatever, then you can get in. That's what happened to me at San Diego. One of my boys wanted the Superman car, and I'm waiting out there, and they're like, "No, you can't stay here." I'm like, "Dude, the rope is right here. I'm standing right here. You want me to leave?" So anybody that's thinking that we get special treatment or we get the initial thing, that's why you see a mad dash when those doors open. It's like freaking cockroaches. Like,
I'm sure.
Crazy, Seth, bro. I mean, and for the Funko booth, because at San Diego, it was like right behind our booth where ours was. Bro, it was insane. It was like literally our booth was here, Fox was like right next to it, and then behind us all was Funko. The line was retarded, and you just saw everybody just moping, like with their head down, going, "Son of a bitch, I missed out on it again. All right, I'll try tomorrow." And tomorrow and the next thing is the same thing.
Well, yeah, George did a lot of that for me. I didn't get to go to San Diego, but George was nice enough to try his best to get in there for me, being the good friend that he is.
So George and I parted ways.
Yeah, I tell him in the morning, I'm like, "All right, I gotta go wander around the Funko booth until somebody picks me." And I was like walking around this booth in circles.
And I was like, "See you later,
for
George."
An hour.
George, what are you drinking tonight?
It's called Due South Caramel Cream. It's a beer that is brewed in Boynton Beach, Florida. Love this stuff, bro. And I found it at Publix. I was like, "What?" Had to buy it. So it's good shit.
Attaboy.
You guys are welcome to drink with me. Drinking,
on that note, I'm gonna go get a beer.
Go get a beer. Everybody get a drink. At the end of the show, we should all be belligerent.
I can be like that without the alcohol.
Seth, I was just gonna say something, but you beat me to the punch.
Charles, no, listen. This is the first time I'm actually even speaking to Charles, and you know what? I'm sure Charles has watched a bunch of our older videos, and he knows who he's dealing with tonight.
Oh, absolutely. The same thing is, if you and I kick back and we had a couple, forget about it. It'd be stupid.
Yeah. You get me going. It's not going to look good.
So what, George? I wanted to ask all of you guys, really. What is like? Because I'm reading a lot about it on Facebook and whatnot. What is your like number one thing that you guys are like? I got to see. Seth, obviously, you said your pops and what you're looking.
Oh yeah, I have to get my pops. I definitely want to see after that interview with Brian last week. I definitely want to see the XM booth. So
insanity.
Yeah.
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 What about everybody else? What do you like? I gotta see this.
That Batman Insanity statue.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
Now, did they redo stuff on that statue from San Diego?
It wasn't in San Diego. They didn't show it there.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I'm confusing it with what's the Batman with the spikes?
Oh, Batman.
Batman Metal.
Yeah.
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 I just want to see what Daniel Bell has to show. Doesn't he have that one statue?
Yeah, that is. You're right about that. Yeah, he the one that's on the cloak and
it's a mystery statue.
Gambit.
I'm
hoping it's Gambit. Better be Gambit.
I think we would all love a Gambit. I think any collector that collects a statue, they want a Gambit.
Yeah.
I know John Medina wants a Gambit.
Yep. He absolutely wants a Gambit.
John Medina needs some help in fantasy football so he doesn't lose another week.
Oh, damn. He's calling you out.
Here we go.
Somebody wants to say hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, bud?
My little man's going to go to bed, but he wanted to stop in and say hello and tell everybody to have a good Comic-Con, right?
Like, that's right, Dad.
Dad! What he said.
All right, buddy.
You're embarrassing me, Dad.
I love you, buddy. Have a good night. Go ahead, go. Sorry about that, guys.
No, it's cool.
No problem, man.
I can't speak for Eric and Calvin because Calvin's kids are grown up and Eric doesn't have any kids. But yeah, me and George have little ones, man. God, I remember, what is it? We were doing, what was it? Was that a recorded episode we were doing when Scarlett was knocking on the door?
That was a live show, yeah.
It was a live show.
Yeah. She was saying, knock, knock. And I'm like, all right, honey, we'll play later. And she's like, but I'm saying knock, knock.
George, what was it? It was the last show or the show before that. You were like, everybody, if you hear anything in the background, that's my daughter. She's not feeling well and she's yelling.
Yeah, man. My one's sick tonight. She's been sick this past week, so I'm running on like 3 hours of sleep. So
oh boy,
I have a little bit of Red Bull in me, got a little bit of beer in me, uppers and downers. It's gonna get crazy.
George, I know you had to have seen it. Did you get to see the artist highlight of Daniel Bell from Sideshow?
I did.
You did?
The back of my head had a cameo.
Yeah, cameo. At least I got a profile in it, right? But it was. If anybody has not seen the artist profile for Daniel Bell, man, it is a very inspiring story. Just check it out on Sideshow's website. It's really awesome.
I thought it was great.
I gotta say, Calvin, your profile on that was absolutely superb.
That's funny. Yeah, man. No, that was a good video. That was cool. And the interview we had with him was awesome also.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot. You guys asked like killer questions. It flowed. Everything was great. I was really into that because, I mean, for any of us collectors, we've never had a chance to meet him before or even talk to him. And
right.
Obviously at San Diego, we had a chance to see his work and he took some pics and whatnot. But to really have a one-on-one with an artist and get his perspective on, why he did Cap that way or what he was thinking, it really sets being a collector to appreciate what we buy a little bit more. That's the way I look at it.
Absolutely.
You're buying
people
something
in the chat watching. Woo!
Yeah, I see that. It was up to 55 people.
It's lit tonight.
It is, man. Charles is bringing people in the house. We're gonna have Charles on the show more often.
we take a poll, and the most polled answer is we want to see what Seth says next.
You are the Howard Stern of the group.
Oh, yeah. I love Howard Stern, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, Craig, you want to know? Craig, you want to know what the secret statue at New York is? We don't know, but I think we think it's going to be Gambit. We want it to be Gambit.
No, I think they were asking what the secret XM statue is going to be, because they did say
something.
Oh,
XM. I didn't see that. Okay.
Yeah. And we had an interview with Brian last week, and he didn't confirm anything with that. He said that there's going to be pictures of the the diorama they have where they're all fighting Darkseid.
Yeah.
But
but he said that they were going to do a 3D rendering a picture of that, right? They didn't they couldn't get it done in time to actually bring it.
And it's possible that he's just not saying that because he wants to really surprise. Because they did the same thing with Batman Sanity. Batman Sanity had it was on that sheet they had that showed all of the prices and everything, and then at the last minute, everybody was sending me messages telling me that, hey, you got to take down the price sheet because Batman Sanity's listed there, and I heard that they redacted that, and it's not going to be at the show anymore. Right. And the next thing you know, it showed up.
And Roy makes a good point. We know it's not going to be anything Marvel, whatever the secret statue is, because they're not showing Marvel stuff. So it's got to be DC, or maybe Top Cow, one of the other things they have.
Right. What was it? Whether they were talking about Wildcats or Cyberforce?
Yeah, well, we were talking about licenses that you would want us. XM would want to make.
When I did ask him, were they going to do Angela's from the Witchblade in the Darkness series, and he said absolutely they were doing that. So
that's cool.
See, I'd be totally down to see. I mean, obviously, I'd love to see that.
So, did you guys see the statue reveals for today? They had a lot.
Oh yeah.
I saw the one that you posted. Trying to remember who it was. Oh, it was She-Hulk. I think I saw that one.
Glenn says, George, do a hitchhiking challenge between Eric and Seth. Whoever can hitchhike their way to New York first gets it.
Yes.
Well, Eric, Eric's going to lose that challenge right now because everybody wants this sexy bod.
Oh, man,
I like it.
Just make us wear like a GoPro cam that's like this, so we just document everything as we're walking and dying.
I think I would take off a week to see how that works out.
I think that probably would take a week, possibly, for us to get to New York if we were hitchhiking.
Why am I picturing that scene from Jay and Silent Bob?
Oh, Jesus. It's the rules of the road.
Yeah. There are no more lines. Oh, man. Craig Hayes says, I wish it could be Marvel, but I'm sure whatever it is, it'll be awesome. Yeah, I think you're probably right. XM's going to have some badass shit, though.
Hey, Nick, 66. Yes, last week's show with Brian, he specifically said that they were going to be doing more Top Cow stuff.
Yep. Absolutely. All right, so the statue reveals for today were mostly sideshow. Actually, all sideshow from what I saw. I only have, on a few of them, I only have the text, but we do have some images of the pictures. One of them I know, Calvin, you're going to be hyped up about.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, man.
Glenn said, have you ever heard the term hot lizard? What is that? Lot lizard?
Lot lizard.
What the hell is that? Oh. I'm going to have to Google search that. Is that something that you're going to find on Urban Dictionary?
All right. All right, so first one here is the Aquaman. They're doing another Aquaman premium format figure.
They haven't sold out of the first one.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said when I saw the image. I was like, what the hell? I was like, why are we doing another Aquaman? We haven't even got rid of the other one. Looks like I lost the chat right there, too, on the video. Oh, well. Hey, it's growing pains. I got to learn how to use that thing, right? Yeah.
Oh, my God. I don't know. This might be an MCE after hours to reveal this definition.
I'm sure it is if you said that.
I'm
sure it is if you said that.
Said what?
It's going to have to be after hours if you had to say that first.
Screw it. What the hell? So, lot lizard means prostitutes that frequent truck stops.
Oh. Damn.
Why am I not surprised?
Oh, Jesus. Good one, Glenn. I like that.
All right. Back to the...
Sorry. Just had to.
That is perfect, bro. You need to keep those coming. All right, so yeah, the Aquaman premium format figure was announced today. Then we also had a Punisher premium format figure that's coming out. So again, no images of that, but that's coming out. I'm actually kind of hyped up about that. I like the Punisher. That'd be kind of cool.
Did they just put text up like this for the Punisher and Aquaman, or did they even
just
show
those? They didn't show any images yet. Now, for
okay.
Spider-Man, they started to, and this is what the new Spider-Man premium format figure is going to look like. So, what do you guys think about this one?
That's cool.
I don't like his facial expression. I don't like his facial expression. He's like, oh, I'm about to fart.
Oh my god!
I guess for me, I don't get the left arm. It's like cocked. It's rotated. It's like
yeah, it feels like the web is going in the wrong direction. No.
Well, no, because he's pulling on one of Doc Ock's tentacles.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's pulling on something, Seth. We're not quite sure what, but in this angle, it looks like that arm is pulling something out of somewhere. I don't know.
Booty crystal.
Charles. See, that's why. You know what? I like Charles. We need to have Charles on more often because Charles is kind of. I feel like me and Charles have like a connection already, where he sees it the way that I see it, and it works perfectly. Hashtag booty crystals.
Yeah.
Get it all booty crystal merchandise at the MCE shop.
Dude, we need to make a booty crystal shirt.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on that. All right. So then the next thing they had was the She-Hulk statue.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think about She-Hulk?
I like it. Like it. Well, I love Adi's work.
Right.
My company has done work with Adi Granoff before. I think his portrayal of a more comic image, and I think that this was very well produced in this statue. You hear people already giving slack on what she looks like and this and that, but it's She-Hulk, guys. I mean, she's not going to be doing runway. It's She-Hulk. I think this is a very, very good representation. I'm not fully getting the taxi door, but I'll roll with it. I think this is a very good looking statue.
Is this a PF or
no? It's just I think it's gonna be a 1/5 scale.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel the same way as you do, Charles. I don't really dig the door. I don't know where the door is going with. I mean, because she's posed kind of like she's like in some kind of like muscle challenge.
Like she's taking a picture. Someone's taking a picture of her.
Yeah, so I would have been cool if she was like holding like some dumbbells, but I know they wouldn't do that because they did that on the last premium format statue. That would kind of like be, people would say something about it if they did that. But I think that fits this one better.
Yeah, no, I think her musculature is very, very well done.
Yeah.
I like the face a lot. I mean, she has some beauty in there. She's kind of sexy. She's She-Hulk. Again,
she's got the people's eyebrow.
Yeah, absolutely. If you smell what she's cooking, bro. I mean, I don't get the door.
Yeah.
Like,
all right, so
some of that.
What do you think this one compared to the original premium format statue? Was it a premium format, the original, or was it a Comic Cat?
Yeah. No, the original was a PF.
Was a PF, right? That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And I love the original one. That's one of the few female statues that I'm like, I want to get that.
That's one of those statues that when you look back and you didn't get it, you're like, damn, I should have gotten it.
Mm-hmm.
And now, I mean, the prices are so up there that, if you get it, I think it was actually Steve Rowe, if he's still in the chat, tell him to shout out on that. I think he and I were talking about that not too long ago. And the prices are up there. It's the original. I mean, that's the original statue. So,
right.
We got a lot of people in the chat feeling mixed about it. Some people are like, "Oh, I can catch up. I can catch up now and take a breath from buying statues." Some people feel like they can, they're excited about it. Some people are like, "Oh, the statue's boring." So I mean, it's kind of mixed reviews on that.
Statue's boring. Is that your pop people?
No, that's Vegeta.
Oh, it's Vegeta. Yeah. Oh, you're saying the statue is boring.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I feel you. All right.
Are we having technical difficulty right now with the chat?
With the live chat, yeah. For whatever reason, I lost connection to it. So, like I said, it's trying something new today. Didn't know how this was going to work exactly, but the only way to test this part of it out is live. So,
yeah,
it sucks.
So yeah, it's mixed. It's mixed reviews. I mean, I kind of like it. I think it's a cool looking. statue. So,
Yeah, overall, I like it. I'm not disliking it. It's an opportunity for people who are fans of She-Hulk that weren't able to get the other one to get a She-Hulk. So that's cool.
But this isn't in production yet. So if they want to, they still have time to change it or not.
Sideshow very rarely changes anything based on what people say, and then because situations like what happened with Psylocke, happened. Where everybody was complaining with the way she looked at the beginning. And then they changed it, and now we have other people complaining the way she looks now. So, it's kind of like first mind's a true mind, I guess. Just go with what you started out with. All right. So then the last one was boom. This is the one that I know that Calvin will be over.
Yes. I didn't see this today, but yes, absolutely.
Right?
I'm with you, brother. I'm with you.
Is that a fairy?
Tell us about Grace, Calvin.
Not as familiar with this character as I am with the other ones, but it's one of the ones from the Top Cow universe that, I know this character mostly from Michael Turner's artwork, not so much the comic.
Me too.
Yeah, me too. I was hoping you kind of knew more about it because I didn't know enough about it.
I don't know. It looks weird. What are those, like dragon wings?
Yeah. She's like a fairy-ish type thing. I think I don't know her whole background. I just remember her like Calvin just said from the art.
I'm looking at it and I'm completely confused. I can't make out what it is.
Really?
She it's obviously it's a woman, but she's got dragon wings. Does she have any special abilities that does she summon the dragon wings? Did they come out? I don't know. You can look at me, whatever, dude. I'm looking at that statue, and I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. I'm looking at it. I'm not impressed.
Okay, all right. You're a hard person to impress, Seth.
Maybe it's because I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't know the character. So,
I think it looks good. I think it's pretty good. So then the other thing that's happening this week is X-23. She comes out finally. So
she's up for pre-order?
She's up for pre-order on the 4th. Who's coming with me? Because I'm getting it.
Oh, that one looks a lot better than the fan art one you showed us a couple weeks ago. Oh, my God. Don't even get me started on that.
All right.
But no, this one looks a lot better. I like the pose. I like that she's actually got the blade coming out of the boot, which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
So I think that's dope.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting her. Plus, I like that the base itself is a perfect match for Wolverine for the premium format that I have.
Oh, that's cool.
So I think that's cool. Now, what do we think the exclusive is going to be on this one? What do you think, guys? You think it's going to be the mask? You think it's going to be something else?
I think it'll be the mask.
Yeah,
I would think it has to be.
All right.
Well, usually isn't the exclusives a different sculpt anyway?
Not always. Sometimes they give you something that just doesn't make sense.
If it matches the base in Wolverine, you swap out for mask and no mask, right?
Yeah, that's what I would think. That's what I would think. She's a little bit taller, actually quite a bit taller than Wolverine because she's jumping in the air. So, what do you think the pricing is going to be on that? I need a refill.
I would say that's probably I'd go maybe about $750.
Damn! I hope you're wrong, bro.
Same here. Somebody said a switch out torso. Sideshow's never done that, right?
Yeah, they never done that. That's an XM Studios type of thing to do a switch out torso.
Never done that.
I would say that's about $750. I don't know why you think that's high.
That would be higher than any of the other ones. And
Sideshow, if you're listening, do not listen to Seth. If you come out with that pricing, I'm gonna maim Seth. I'm gonna tar and feather him.
If anyone, the highest priced one should probably be Rogue, if anything.
Yeah, I would think so too. Rogue was much bigger.
Well, due to inflation and the cost of statue making.
Yeah, and you affiliate, you guys are gonna make it go up.
And you have to make sure the affiliates get their cut too.
Exactly.
They get 45%, right? Is that the percentage?
I think that's what we get.
Yeah.
That's how I make a living.
Hey, just so you know, that video has gone missing for some reason. It's not up anymore.
Conspiracies.
There's no conspiracy. Buddy got what he deserved.
That's funny. Yeah, man. So I hope it's not that. I'm kind of hoping for like
$495, $595.
Yeah, I'm looking for like between 500.
It's going to be more than that. It's going to be more than the 595. I'm sorry. I see that. I think it's going to be in the 700-ish. I don't think they'll try to push the envelope at 750. I think that's way out of bounds.
What was Rogue? How much was Rogue?
Rogue was 600.
Was it 600 or 695?
Let's look her up.
It'll be $699.
Yeah, I think she was closer to 700. She was bigger though than X23. Rogue.
715.
715. 715. So I don't think she's gonna be more money than Rogue.
Yeah.
If she's more money than Rogue, then what do I get?
A space online for your pop.
How much was Psylocke?
Psylocke was 500 and change.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think they're going to push the envelope on her a little bit at 700. She got, like you said, George and Calvin backed me up on this. She got a very good response in San Diego.
Oh yeah, she was.
People were liking her, and all over the boards, people were talking her up.
The two standout PF pieces, or I guess they were PF, was her and Thor. I mean, they got a lot of hype.
Barbara Lopez in the chat is saying she's taller and the base is way more detailed
than Rogue.
No, I think she's just saying that as an explanation about why it would probably cost more.
I don't know.
Because I thought Thor would be way up there, and it wasn't.
And it wasn't. Yeah, and Thor is.
What was Thor?
Thor was under was 600.
Yeah, Thor was not that expensive at all. Let me look him up right now.
Well, relatively speaking, we got to stop saying not that expensive. 600 is expensive.
Sorry, my bad. It's not collecting on a budget.
No, it's not.
And it's not spending $1,000 on a flock.
He's $685. He's $685.
$685. Yeah, it was reason. I thought that was worth what they were asking in terms of the detail, and seeing it in person. Definitely, I thought that was going to be one of those $9.99 pieces.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with you with the detail on that statue. That was sick.
But X23 is real nice, but you figure the base itself has all the same detail that the Wolverine statue has, and then they're probably really pushing for it to be something that you display side by side with Wolverine, so it's got to have the amount of texture and everything that the Wolverine has. So yeah, I hope it's not 700 because Wolverine wasn't that expensive. Well, my bad. Didn't mean to say it like that. Wolverine was more money than collecting on a budget, less money than buying a Prime 1 Studio statue.
I am politically correct.
Jesse is saying I'm way off on my pricing.
You collect pops, man.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Hey, man, listen. It's a crapshoot. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I don't see anybody going around spending $1,000 on a flock Sully. Just saying.
Yeah, except you.
Except me. Yeah.
To win a belt.
I think all Seth ever sees when he sees these expensive statues is how many pops does that equal?
Exactly. Exactly.
That's what he sees.
Okay, so if one statue is $600 multiplied by the square root of you get the radioactive spider. You get the radioactive spider.
Speaking of spiders, I know we're changing gears. Did anybody finish the game yet? Is it still a?
I'm
taking my time with it.
All right,
I'm still working on it.
Move it on then. Okay.
I haven't. I stopped playing. I'm about to go buy Assassin's Creed tonight.
All right, I pre-ordered that. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you pre-ordered it, I don't know which version you got, but you should be able to start playing it tomorrow. Just let you know.
We won't be able to play that game for a week. We'll be gone.
When reviews are saying it's like 50 hours.
I'm leaving Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning. I leave Wednesday night.
And I don't get back because of work, because I leave straight from New York to Phoenix, Arizona, and I don't get back until around the 15th or so.
Vegeta, I got notification that it shipped today, but I'm waiting for my box. I think it's supposed to be here on Friday. So,
what are you talking about?
Well, he was asking about the Marvel Collector Core box. The one that they did this month was Venom, but I've seen spoilers already of what's in the box. The Venom pop in that box is probably the best Venom pop out of all of them. So, Calvin, you might want it, buddy. So I might just be inclined to send it to you so you can put it in your Venom collection.
Pop collection. Yeah. Can't believe my pop collection is growing. That's ridiculous.
See, that's what I'm saying. All you guys sit there and make fun of me. You got pops. George is going on hunts with me now, and he's just as equally into it as I am.
No.
I'm sure. Give Charles a hot minute, and he'll be hooked.
No.
Hey.
You're being very exaggerative right there. I am not anywhere near as bad as you, Seth.
How many Walgreens did we go to the other day to try?
I
to
was
find that
with
light
you
up
in
Iron
your
Man?
car when that happened. I had no choice but to go to those Walgreens with you.
Oh wow! Hey, way to turn your self face, man. You know, jeez.
This dude calls me up on Sunday, right? And I'm setting up to do the review on this guy. You know, so I got to clean up the area, try to make everything look presentable. So I'm getting ready to do my video, and he calls me up and he's like, "Bro," he's like, "I got a message that the light up Iron Man is at this Walgreens." And it's on Purdy and Military Trail, which is like a 20-minute drive for me, right? So, and that's that. My car at this point was like low on gas. I would have to stop at a gas station to go pick this thing up. And my car is a gas guzzler. The minute I've even put any kind of pedal on that thing, I just watch my gas meter drop. V8 engine on a Hemi, that thing is just gonna make all kinds of gas miss. So, he's like, "Can you go get this pop for me?" I'm like, "Dude," I was like, there's not even any guarantee it's still gonna be there, and I'm gonna drive 20 minutes out of my way to go find this thing. I was like, "Nah, man, I'm not doing that." I was like, if it was like up the road, I'll do it. But
Seth, if anything like that comes around, man, I could literally throw a stone to a Walgreens from where I live.
See, he doesn't even know me, and he's willing to go to bat for me.
Yeah, but he could throw a stone to wherever that Walgreens is, dude. You just heard him. He could throw a stone. I can't throw a stone 20 miles away.
Oh my God!
You've known me.
If you ever do that again, make sure you have some stipulations. The pops that you pick up, he can't use on the show.
Look, whatever war you guys have going on, I'm just out to help a fellow collector.
He's in New York City, dude. New York City, everything is close by. You guys are in walking distance. You got subways to take you where you gotta go.
Just on a quick note, Glenn says, "Good thing you drive it like my grandmother is driving."
George, what does this mean? This digital pirate ZF?
Oh, that's Chris. That's my buddy Chris.
He says, "Hey George, did you drop $1,000 on a fuzzy pop? What the hell is that?"
Hell no, you didn't drop $1,000 on a fuzzy pop. Only this crazy guy drops $1,000 on a fuzzy pop.
He's the self-respecting dude right there. Lost his self-respect.
I don't even know what that is, and it sounds crazy.
I know, I don't either.
It's a figure, yay big, full of fuzziness all over it. And my homeboy bought it for $1,000 to win back his belt.
You know what's gonna be even better about that fuzzy pop? The space that I have next to it for that Captain America statue.
Oh my God!
Here we go.
We're not doing this till later.
It's definitely gonna be after we get back from New York. So
by the time you get back to New York, it's probably gonna be gone already.
Good luck getting in my house, bro.
Optimus Cubano is in the chat. What's up?
Optimus Cubano. We saw this video with him and Seth let us know about his time with these guys. Can't wait to see his pop hunt video tomorrow.
Confirmed, Seth is crazy.
Yes. Absolutely.
Well, I'll join the craziness, but George, if you remember on one of your posts when you were doing the Millennium Falcon, and I told you I used to collect the Star Wars figures.
Right.
Okay. The Cloud City Boba Fett.
Mm-hmm.
This guy right here paid $3 bills for it.
Ooh.
I can't totally say Seth is crazy because I get that, but that was the most expensive I paid for.
He just said that, and my butthole just tightened up.
Yeah, and so did mine when I got it because I got it.
Holy
I'm like,
crap!
are you freaking kidding me? It's this big. It's that big, and you paid $300 for it? What the fuck is wrong with you?
There's that moment when you feel that way. Like when I got Obi-Wan, I was sitting there and was like, I paid three times? No, almost 4 times the price that this thing originally went for. And I was like, and it came in. I was like, man, this is so beautiful. But at the same point, I'm like, man, dude.
But I want it so bad.
I know.
See, but now every time you look at it, you feel like this sense of accomplishment. Like, I finally have it. It's mine. Yeah. No one else can say it's theirs but me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, There's at least 2,000 other people that could say it's theirs.
Yeah, but you know what? Those 2,000 people aren't really going to give it up. That statue doesn't come up all that much, and for a reasonable price.
And the next one is the Gamorrean Guard, which I'm like,
good luck.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at this one on eBay. It's been up there at $1,500 for like the last 3 months.
Yeah, but he'll never sell it. That's one of those sellers you just want to smack in the head and say, do you want to sell it, or do you just want to be a freaking guy that keeps posting it over and over and over? Listen, asshole, we know you have it.
Yes.
We know kind of that you want to sell it. So help out a fellow collector, lower it by a couple of hundred, whatever. We give you a shout out, this, that, the other, whatever, and make somebody else happy. That's the thing. No, you want to be a JO and be like, oh, look, I have it up there. Yeah, ass, you had it up there for 5 months.
But I have it.
I love Charles so much.
Man, this is why I love Charles, bro.
Charles, you just filled a special place in my heart, man.
Thank you, Seth.
Dude, the fact that me and you kind of, are a little bit, out there and a little bit outlandish in the things that we say. That's perfect. We need more of this on this show. Charles should become a regular.
He's welcome anytime, obviously.
Anytime you guys want me on, I'm more than I've watched the show for a long time, and George and I literally spoke, like he said, about a year ago when I first started working for Choice Fine Art, and we talked about things and whatever, and he was one of my original dudes. And I told him that he and I collect the same. We have the same, values and whatnot as far as the collecting community, and we actually give a shit about fellow collectors. And like I said, Seth, I wasn't joking. If you hear that there's an exclusive at, let's see, I got a Walgreens right down literally I can walk to it. I got a CVS over here. I got a Rite Aid down the other street. I mean, I'm surrounded by this stuff. If there is an exclusive and I can help you fulfill either yours or one of your fellow collectors, just let me know, man. I'm happy to help however I can.
You are a sweetheart of a man. Let me tell you. If I could jump through this screen right now and hug you, dude, I would. And like I say all the time. There's a buddy of mine that I go hunting with, Sergeant Funko. I mean, and same to you, Charles. I mean, if there were more people like you guys in the world would be a better place. Just the fact that you're willing to go out of your way and help a complete stranger that you don't even know, that you've never really even spoke to, you can, that you'd be willing to do that help. I mean,
Charles,
look who it is. It's the Gambit.
What did you say? What did you say, Eric?
Oh,
no, I was going to say that
my brother
Charles
John on the What's up, bro?
Yo, Seth was talking so much shit. I was in the car. I can't fucking get on this thing. I want to join so bad. This dude's talking so much smack.
You called him in, bro. You got him in. Hey, man, before we keep on going with the shit talk, I just want to say we got 62 people watching us right now. That's what's up.
I was driving in my car, almost getting in an accident because this dude's running his mouth, and I'm like, oh my God, I want to get on that thing so bad. Even the dog jumped on. Say something.
I'm just assuming you're on because your fantasy week just ended, so.
My fantasy week isn't over yet, first of all. And it's and the only reason we lose is because of people like you that like to veto shit simply because they're afraid to come up on a match, man. That's it.
Okay, Danny DeVito.
All right, man. Yo, me and my boy Vic know what it's about, man.
Yeah.
But I don't really care. I still say you ain't gonna win shit, and I still say I'm gonna be ahead of you at the end of the season. So
listen, you better pray to the pop gods, buddy. That's all I'm gonna say.
You better pray to the pop gods, bro.
I don't have to pray to the pop gods. I'm already free. I'm 3-1. I'm winning.
You're gonna take 2 L's, bro. You're gonna take an L from me and owe me a lunch. You're gonna take an L from Eric and lose the statue. I get it, bro. Hey,
see now this is fun. Now this is funny because Eric's been kind of quiet this whole time. So I guess he was texting John to come on and get his back. So,
I don't want to hijack the show and do all this shit talking when people want to
hijack
about statues.
John,
okay?
John, and
we can leave our nonsense for the end of the show.
John and Eric, I think this is kind of backfiring, man. The chat is totally siding with Seth, man. He's winning fans over for some reason.
Hey, I hope he does. Hold up, I'm gonna go read the chat. Give me a second.
Lisa Reed in there. Roy left the chat. I don't know if Roy's still in the chat, but Roy, I love you, man. Thank you for always hanging out with us. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, bro. You're my boy.
I don't know why Roy left. We weren't talking about Star Wars.
Not yet. We have one Star Wars topic to talk about. We haven't make it there. I like his comments though that he said, man. He's like, what do you put here? He says, I love when adults act like children, and then he puts his like, and some of you adults have children.
Optimus Cuban, Seth is the best.
He paid for that.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
I'm secretly texting my friends as going.
Hey, Optimus Cubano, man. Seth told me he gave you some advice today. As somebody that's known Seth for quite a bit of time, don't listen to this man. Just don't
that's
listen.
Cold, man. That's cold. That's cold, dude.
That's messed up, Future. I took that back already.
What did he say?
Yo, he's still holding on to his grudge that I talk shit about Christopher Reeves.
Oh, yeah, that was kind of harsh though, bro.
When did you talk shit about Christopher Reeves?
Whenever he comes up.
Whenever he
Probably
comes
the
on, he
same-
says he don't
probably
like the
the-
original Christopher Reeve Superman. Go ahead, Seth, get him.
Who doesn't like the original Christopher? You don't like Christopher Reeves as the original? Dude, you're a fool.
Yeah, I know. I mean, pop me.
Come on, man.
That's a little
Come on,
bit
man.
bro.
Come on, man.
Right.
Christopher Reeves is Superman. Now, granted, were the storylines and the plots, they weren't that great. But when you think Superman, the first part actor to pop in your head is Christopher Reeves.
Not anymore.
Here we go.
I don't know.
It's true. He's silent.
Here we go.
He's like, wait, that's right.
Don't we have a trailer to watch or something?
Yeah, let's get off of Christopher Reeves.
That's right.
That man needs to rest in peace. He was the greatest.
I mean, either way, George already schooled me, put me in timeout, told me that I was totally wrong for it. Hey, kicked me off the show for like 3 weeks. I couldn't be on it. Wouldn't
I
let me
didn't kick you off the show for 3 weeks, bro. You just haven't made yourself available.
Did you just say he put you in timeout?
I did put him in timeout.
Straight up. Told me I
Game
wasn't
of
allowed to
Conehead
touch.
and the whole
Told
thing.
me I wasn't allowed to touch any statue for at least a month. Hey.
Mac Collections is saying
Yeah.
Seth's got a friendly face. Look at that beard. Thank you,
Told me-
Mac. Thank you.
Told me the only thing I'm allowed to play with are pops because that's what Seth likes.
Oh man, you guys.
All right, so
Man.
one of the things that we had on the show to talk about. Do you want to go into the trailer first, or you want to talk about Hellboy first?
Whichever one you want, man.
I want. All right. Well, let's do the trailer.
It's
Right?
your show, man. No.
Hey, what is up with this my show stuff, bro? Yo, this is our show. This is the only show that I can say. This is my
No, man,
favorite
it's your
show to
show.
do is
We're
because
I
it's our
don't
show.
think we were on air when that came up. They don't get the backstory.
It's messed up, man.
There's a backstory.
Anyways,
No, let's do Hellboy.
you want to do Hellboy?
Yeah.
All right,
Man,
So-
people are coming to Christopher Reeves' aid, man.
yeah, man.
Seriously,
Why
man.
wouldn't they? He's dead.
I already said I took it back. Do you know how much lashings I got? I not only got a lashing from George that night when I got off the show, I got a lashing during the show. And then when I got to work, my freaking owner comes to me and says, "How dare you?" He's like, "If I didn't need you right now, I'd fire you."
All right, so we got our first look at the Hellboy. This Hellboy trailer poster. What do y'all think of this? I think it looks dope.
That is dope. Hellboy. That's being played by the guy who does Hopper on Stranger Things, right?
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
I wonder
I think
what
it
happened to
looks
Ron
cool.
Perlman.
Huh?
I
He
wonder what
got
happened to
old.
Ron-
He got old.
Fell out of shape.
Yeah, but they cover all that shit up with makeup anyway. So
No,
Yeah, but
man.
there's only so much. There's only so many layers you could put over a turd. You know what I'm saying?
are they revamping this? Is this going to be like a whole new
Yeah, it's a reboot.
a reboot?
Yeah,
Who's the actor?
the guy from. Oh, you haven't seen Stranger Things?
Okay, you're right. I want to know. So.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about either, John. So don't feel out.
you didn't
I
watch
don't.
Stranger Things either.
Yeah, I don't worry
Nah.
what these.
Guys,
I don't care what these guys like.
Guys, come on. I mean, try it out. You guys got Netflix, right? Well, John, I know
Yo,
you don't
Yeah,
have
of
Netflix.
course.
People can say the same thing to you about watching football.
Whatever.
Try it out. It's an American.
I have tried it out. I've gone to the games with you. I've watched it on TV. I'm not that big a fan of it. I've tried it at least though.
Okay, and I've watched them. And I watch almost
You
everything.
haven't watched Stranger
Sunday.
Things. Try Stranger Things. Anyway,
I'm willing-
I
I'm
don't
willing
necessarily
to-
expect you, John, to understand Stranger Things, but Stranger Things has more of an 80s spin. Charles, I think you might appreciate it a little bit. It has E.T.
That's like my
E.T.
one of my
horror
least
kind of
favorite
feel to it.
decades. The 80s, one of my least favorite decades.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh!
That's what I'm telling you. That's why I know my brother wouldn't be that hyped about it. But Charles,
Somebody boo this man off the chat.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, man. Come on, dude. The music and the fashion that came out of the 80s.
Oh,
really?
don't even go there.
Don't even go there with the music. Don't even go there with the music.
I will go there with the music.
How you gonna go there with the music, bro? Billie Jean's from that era. You got
Michael Jackson. You got Billy Joel.
There you go.
You got Bruce Springsteen. You got Genesis. Phil Collins. I mean, come on, dude. Come on. I mean, come on, man.
You should be on the Fresh Prince dancing with Carlton.
You got. It's not unusual to be loved.
All right, fair enough.
Oh God, that is good.
Come on.
Yeah, man.
How can you not like Flock of Seagulls? Let's get it real.
Oh,
okay?
Come on. I walk along the avenue.
Thank you, David Zarita. David Harbour is the person playing Hellboy. I think it looks cool, man. I think that it looks pretty neat.
I'm interested to see the story.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. So
I don't need to watch
speculation
Stranger Things to see if I like this.
All right, there's speculation that we're going to see the trailer at New York Comic Con, so I'm hoping that's the truth.
Glenn,
is that a panel? Is that gonna be a panel thing or no?
More than likely, it'll probably be a panel thing, but they might show it afterwards. But
Seth, you need to first find your tickets, homie.
Glenn, I agree with you, man. Miami Vice was the from the '80s, and he says that's a mic drop.
I'm telling you,
Miami
80s had
Vice,
some
really?
good stuff, bro. I mean, come on, John. It brought us G.I. Joe, Thundercats,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles.
John,
I'll give it that. It had the cartoons.
John, you got no love for that. None.
I don't.
Stephen Rowe is saying John is more of a Bieber and MGK type of listener.
Oh God! Oh man!
That's
John,
no.
If you go on John's iPad, it's probably like baby.
No.
The fact is, you know that song, though. The fact is, you know the song, man.
Because I'm into pop culture. I'm into pop culture.
You're into singing it, bro. I know you listen to Bieber. It's okay. Yo, and that's messed up.
I got Bieber fever. I got Bieber fever, and I'm not afraid to admit it.
Not for nothing, but some of Bieber songs are pretty hot, though.
Hey, Cletus is in the chat. What's up, man? How's it going, Cletus? What's up, man?
Cletus is in the house.
I just got myself an arch nemesis now, bro.
Who's that?
My boy Stephen Rowe.
Wait, Barbara Lopez gets
arch
tempted
nemesis.
with the Knight
Steve
Rider.
Rowe is a dope dude, bro. Arch nemesis.
Absolutely. Steve's my boy.
Yeah, I like
By the way,
nemesis list.
George, Steve copied you on a Gamorrean guard.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. He's also not only he's a good friend, but he's also kind of a bad influence. That dude always showing me like pictures of the Mito statues, getting ready to spend my money.
Yeah,
Bro, you have no idea how many conversations he and I have had that I'll call him and say, dude, do I do it? And he calls me, he's like, man, I want to get this commission piece. What do you think? The dude called me, texted me, and he goes, for the last Comic-Con he was at, he was helping out Artist Alley. He goes, should I stay in town at a hotel or should I just drive back and forth and stay at my house? I'm like, really, dude?
Yo, I love him though. He sends me messages all the time, man. We talk
hey, listen. Somebody said they're still booing John. Keep going. A-Team. I mean, they just won't let up, man.
A-Team.
Masters of the Universe.
Oh, there's so much stuff from the 80s that was dope.
AC/DC. Transformers the movie.
First of all, I don't mind being on an island. I'm perfectly fine with that. Right? That's number one. Number two, I am not saying that these shows and whatnot that came from the 80s aren't any good. They are. I'm not knocking any of those things. But yo, I'm sorry, man. Hey, the 80s fashion, not feeling. Hey, and that's why none of y'all wear it no more. I am more of a. I would say I like the 90s better than the 80s. I will say it. Hey, number two. Hey, and as far as like cartoons, yes, I do like the cartoons. Definitely good. And as far as the music, bro, hey, nah, man, I don't like the music from the 80s. I don't care.
Run DMC.
I'm not. Hey, all right.
Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
No, not Beastie Boys. Run DMC, yes.
Does not make me want to jump.
LL Cool J.
Chris Cross. LL Cool J would not be the 80s. His popularity came in the 90s, first of all.
He started in the 80s.
Was in the 80s.
He started in the 80s, John.
But
He was popular in the 80s.
Come on, man. Let's be real with the
Dude,
sales,
going back to Cali is like one of his greatest hits.
I think going back
So
to
is
Cali.
Mama Said Knock You Out too, but I bet you that's in the 90s, bro.
Yeah, I think
What?
those
Mama
were in the
Said
90s.
Knock You Out? Mama Said Knock You Out was no. Going back to Cali was in the 80s.
Was it?
His 80s music would be like Radio, right? Number one, right? Which is a good song, but that would be his 80s music.
Oh, Melissa said Empire Strikes Back came out.
Empire Strikes Back. Bro, Star Wars was in the 80s and the 70s.
Goonies.
John, you ain't winning this, bro. I'm sorry, bro. You ain't winning
one
this.
person.
And I love Melissa Reed. Thank you, Melissa Reed, for chiming in and saying that.
There you go.
You are the
There you
best.
go. Junior, my one boy. I got one friend in this group. I don't care. I'm gonna stick with my one friend on the island, bro. Right? In fact, yo, Junior Espinosa's winning the next giveaway. I just said it.
Hey, so Terrell, if I'm saying that right, Terrell Reed in the chat is saying Lionel Richie. Come on, man. John's gonna get off the chat. Yeah, John's gonna get off the chat.
Don't let them bully you, John.
You're not naming anything that I'm like, oh, yo, you're right, bro. That was some awesome shit. Lionel Richie, yo, you're talking about what?
John's gonna
all these groups from the 80s have inspired everything you heard in the 90s, pretty much.
Yeah, John's
gonna say the same thing about the 70s for the 80s and the 60s for the 70s and the 50s for the 60s. We can say the same thing about every single era. They all inspired the other.
John's gonna get off the chat. He's gonna look in the mirror. The tears are gonna start coming down, and he's gonna be like, "Hello, is it me?"
I will not. That won't happen.
George, if you go in his closet right now, how many pairs of cavalry shoes does he have in there? Come on, let's just check it out.
What's a Calrici? What is
exactly.
All right.
Now the 70s, that's an era I can get with. The 70s, yes, I could fuck with the 70s era. That was worth it.
I like the 70s too.
Because he thought he thinks he probably would be a pimp or something back then.
Ghostbusters.
I would have, man, rocking my purple suit. You'd have liked me too, Calvin.
The platform.
Know it. No, have y'all seen the show The Deuce?
Yeah. It's a good one. All right, so the other trailer that just dropped today was the Titans. We got this is the second trailer for it. So for those of you guys who haven't seen it, let me put that up right now. Show you guys.
We called Gotham PD. He hasn't been seen for over a year.
Ninja Turtles, that's awesome. Crush Groove in the 80s movie.
Disappeared, they said.
They thought he might.
I'm reading all these things, bro. I'm gonna learn about everything from the 80s pretty soon, bro.
John's gonna come back. He's gonna be like all scholar about the 80s.
Yeah, I know.
It's all right. It's all good to me.
I mean, I guess Reaganomics.
Let's just hope the hell he's passing through.
I don't hear no sound.
I'm Detective Dick Grayson.
He couldn't. I don't think he could get the sound on this.
Can you help me? Mom?
Wait, why did you say Netflix? I thought it was
That's what she calls him.
There's something inside of me.
I don't know that character, but she's badass.
Nothing bad's gonna happen to you, don't worry.
Taking care of a kid is complicated. You know that better than anyone. I know how healing it must be doing what Bruce did for you when you lost your parents. What happened between you and Bruce?
Guess we had different ideas of how to do the job. We're gonna go see some old friends of mine.
Boy, Steve Rose says Titans was awful, bro.
Ta-da!
Oh my God. Rachel, I like your hair.
Call me Corey.
Why do y'all dislike it?
From me? I've been looking for you. There are people out there trying to hurt you.
Total badass.
I feel danger.
There you are, dear.
What are you doing?
We all must make sacrifices, child.
Does it ever go away?
What?
The feeling you got left behind.
So what do you guys think of the new Titans trailer?
There's a lot of opinions in the chat.
I think I should go take a dump, put it in a bag, and light it on fire. Because I think that would be more entertaining to watch a flaming bag of poo than that.
Man,
really?
Wow. Pretty harsh, Seth.
I think that's harsh.
Robin looks like a little whiny bitch that can't get out from under Batman's shadow.
But that's what he is.
No, he's not.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that either.
They shouldn't have kept him Robin for this.
He is Robin though. For Titans,
I understand, but I think from a better.
Was he Robin in the Titans though?
Yes, he was Robin in the Titans.
What?
There you go.
I think the new trailer actually doesn't look that bad. I'm actually a little more interested in watching it now than I was with the first one.
I don't think the trailer looks bad either, but I think we might be on an island here, George. The chat's not loving this at all.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, man, welcome to my island, bro. It's all good.
No, we're not on your island, bro. We're on a different island. This is like Jurassic Park, John. We're on Isla Nublar, and you're on like Isla Sonar. All by yourself.
I'm okay with that. Hey, okay with that, man.
Somebody said I've seen better cosplay. Oh my god.
I don't even know what to make a Beast Boy.
Yeah, my boy Josh was telling me the same thing. He felt that the Beast Boy transformation looked cheesy, although they didn't really show it. They kind of just showed him as the tiger, and then as Beast Boy.
Was Cyborg in that trailer?
No, I didn't see Cyborg.
No, he's like, fuck this. I'm not on the show. It's garbage.
Craig,
now, George. Now, somebody was saying, I thought this was supposed to be on the streaming service, and then it says Netflix. I think you got some insight on that.
Yeah, so I thought the same thing. When I saw that it was on Netflix, I got pissed because I actually bought that DC service where I could watch the show. So I found out that it's only for everybody outside of the United States. So anybody outside of the United States that wants to watch it, they can watch it on Netflix. But those of us that are in the United States have to pay for the DC online service to be able to watch it.
What?
Or you can use your VPN, switch it, and still watch it through Netflix. I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Craig Hay is saying Craig Hay is saying Iron Fist is whiny too. Netflix pattern.
Iron Fist season 2 was not that bad, man. Iron Fist season 2 was pretty good. I thought that was okay. I thought that was enjoyable.
I don't know. I have no faith. I have no faith for anything that DC puts out. The only two things that I've ever seen DC related that were actually halfway decent was Wonder Woman, and I'm actually kind of looking forward to seeing Aquaman. But that's about it. Anything else they've put out has been junk, in my opinion.
Nah. See, in my opinion, I feel like the Batman series have all been pretty decent, aside from a few of the movies.
I think he's talking about the movies.
Yeah, the Batman movies. The Batman movies were pretty decent in general.
Christian Bale's Batman, because I liked all those.
Batman was good. 1989 Batman was really like I thought that was a
That's
decent
true,
movie.
because it was almost the 90s.
The real Batman, Michael Keaton. It.
I like the Man of Steel movie.
I'm glad.
I like Wonder Woman.
Yep.
And then I know I'm probably going to be on an island by myself again with this one, but I actually enjoy the TV shows.
Oh.
I do. I enjoy the TV shows. I like the Legends of Tomorrow. I like the Flash. I like the Superman TV show.
The Flash and Arrow are good.
Arrow was good. Krypton was pretty good.
I don't dig most of the TV shows though, man.
But I like the TV shows.
I didn't have an issue with the movies. Like, I guess I don't judge them that hard. I mean, I think all the Marvel ones are better, but I find the DC movies enjoyable.
See, in my opinion, I feel that the DC TV shows do a better job than the Netflix ones do, aside from Daredevil and Punisher. I like Daredevil and Punisher a whole lot, and I like season 1 of Jessica Jones. But
I think DC,
hey, you want to hear an island?
Just needs to stick to putting out animated stuff, because their animated stuff is awesome.
See, their animated stuff is really good too.
Right. I'm curious. I'm gonna be another island again, bro. I liked the Justice League Flash better than the TV show Flash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So I don't know. I thought I don't know. I thought he was humorous.
The only part that I thought that was humorous with him was when he was running really fast at Superman, and Superman gave him that look like, you ain't that fast. And I was like, that made me laugh. So
I found that character funny.
Yeah.
So
I feel that the TV show Flash is more like the comic. No.
TV show Flash more like the comic. What about that old school show way back in the day.
Whoa, have we talked about the Joker? Did you guys talk about the Joker last week?
We did talk about the Joker last week. What do you feel about that?
By the way, first Puerto Rican Joker. I'm just saying, putting it out there.
Right.
You didn't know Joaquin Phoenix is Puerto Rican.
I feel you.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there you go.
Still
Boricua in the house.
Boricua.
Woo!
Well, what do you think about it since you weren't on the show last week, bro? We had our opinions.
I just watching the recordings that have been released without audio. I think there's more personality in that character than an entire movie of Jared Leto. I enjoyed that sequence where he was outside on the street talking to that one guy dressed up as a clown. He takes his nose and he rolls it off. But it just there's I don't know, this charisma or this aura about him. I feel like he's gonna kill it. And the fact that it's a lower budget movie, I think is also good. So it doesn't have that pressure from the studio like, hey, we're putting this much money in there. We need it to be this successful. So I feel like there's gonna be less pressure into kind of doing their own thing, which will result in a better product in the end.
I personally rather listen to John talk about the 80s than have to watch Jared Leto as the Joker.
Hey,
Yes.
Glenn Reed said, what have we learned tonight? John historically makes bad decisions.
I'm just responding to that. Yeah.
Hashtag bad decisions.
Yep.
I don't think anyone that is any type of Joker fan thinks that Leto did any justice to that character.
If anything, we heard it.
Yeah, I mean, I am all for an actor or an artist putting their own spin on it and doing their own thing, but I mean, as soon as I saw him in the movie, I was just like, no.
Yeah.
Did you have an issue with his portrayal of him or the look?
I had an issue with both. The
I think it's both.
And the tattoos and the, and his laugh and, it sounded like in order for him to get that laugh, someone had to stick a finger up his ass.
Lewis is making a really great point. It wasn't.
No. I'm going to rebuttal that. I'm going to rebuttal that right now. I'm going to rebuttal that right now. He says he only got 15 minutes. He only got 15 minutes. That doesn't mean anything because if you watch The Dark Knight, that whole sequence in the beginning that you don't know it's a Joker, or you might know it's a Joker, he takes his mask off and he says that one. I forget the line exactly, but that one sequence there, like, oh my god, this guy is the Joker. Like it only took 30 seconds of him saying one line, and you're like.
Why so serious?
No, but I'm saying
no. It's like what doesn't kill you only makes you stranger.
Yeah, that's the beginning line.
But I agree with you, and that was the point that I was going to make. 15 minutes could make or break the entire character, and that's exactly what happened. That's why people are still talking about how much they don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I never felt Jared Leto as the Joker. And I like Jared Leto. I think he's a good actor.
Yeah, he's a good actor. And I feel like they cut the footage because they're like, oh, crap, what did we do?
He probably had no screen time, like you said.
It's really bad. Let's make it less bad.
Less bad? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They could have just left him out, actually. Because he wasn't even necessary. He wasn't
pivotal.
He wasn't crucial to the story.
Yeah.
And the problem was they sold it as him being the villain. Mm-hmm. Like if you watch all the trailers, it's like it's the Joker, and it was like, okay, cool, here we go. Okay, I don't like the look, but let's give it a shot.
How could he possibly be the villain if Harley Quinn is supposed to be part of the group taking on the villain?
To me, that would have made a better story, though. Exactly. I think it would have been more
compelling.
She's going to take on
Joker as the villain. Did she ever take on the Joker?
No, but I think it would have been compelling. It's because now she's part of her team, and yes, she did have an episode on the Batman animated series where she was upset with Joker, and she joined forces with Batman. Not with Batman, but with one of the girls. I think it was Poison Ivy.
Mm-hmm.
So
from the animated series you're talking about.
Yeah, from the animated series.
Yeah, it was Poison Ivy.
Yeah, it was Poison Ivy.
She
was upset with Joker.
We actually have that cell for sale.
Yeah. Exactly, and it was a good episode. So I think it would have been cool seeing that because she's conflicted with her love for Joker, but she's mad at Joker for what he did. So I think that could have made a better story than having that voodoo-looking chick as the bad guy. I'm like, I wasn't feeling that.
It's actually called Girls' Night Out.
There you go. That was the episode. Knew I remembered that. So I don't know. I agree. I think that I'm not yet sold on the makeup for Joaquin Phoenix. I don't like the blue and the red nose and none of that. I'm also having an issue with the idea of having a movie based on the bad guy.
I agree with Lewis. Lewis is saying if you can't separate Heath Ledger from other Jokers, you'll never find another good Joker.
That's true.
I don't necessarily believe that because I think that Jack Nicholson did a great job as well.
I think he did a great job as well.
There are two iconic Jokers, both Jack and Heath Ledger.
Now, I might catch a lot of heat for this, so I might be in the John pool, but I personally prefer Jack Nicholson over Heath Ledger.
I'm with you.
I think they have two different portrayals. So if you like a certain style, I mean, you can't be like, "Oh, Heath Ledger is the best," blah blah blah. No, they're both different, so it's like what you like.
But they had two different styles, and they did an amazing job.
Well, they had two different directors too. You had Tim Burton on one, and then you had Christopher Nolan on the other hand.
One was
Tim Burton was a way darker,
right?
In my opinion, than Chris Nolan. So I think that's why I like the Batman and Batman Returns are my two favorite Batman movies more than any of the other ones.
I don't know. To me, my iconic Joker is Mark Hamill.
The
cartoon. Yep. Whenever I read a comic and I have Joker in the comic, the voice that I hear is Mark Hamill.
Absolutely. Whenever I hear his voice in anything, I'm just like, Joker?
Yeah, exactly. I love the voice. I saw an episode of Pop Hunt, or I think it's called Pop Culture Hunt or something like that. Mark Hamill hosts a show on Comic-Con TV, and you can get that through Amazon if you haven't seen it. But he does an episode where he interviews Jim Lee, and he goes to visit Jim Lee, and Jim Lee shows him around DC headquarters. But in order to do that, Jim Lee asks him to leave a voicemail as the Joker, and he does it at the end, and it's hilarious. You guys got to watch it. It's great episode. So.
Yeah, I watched that. That was actually really cool.
Yep.
Jim Lee's office was sick.
Yeah, it's awesome. So what else we got? We got some leaked footage of what could be Mysterio. So this is from the new Spider-Man movie.
Otherwise known as Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio. So that's what we think this is. Could be Mysterio.
The suit looks pretty badass.
That looks like a scene from the Spider-Man game when he goes to the Halloween party.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Well, way to spoil the video game for us, Calvin.
Oh, well, if you haven't gotten to that place, you just quit playing.
Wow.
So I don't know. I think it looks okay.
I kind of feel like I'm looking at Thor a little bit.
Kind of, right?
Yeah.
Somebody cosplaying as Thor.
Shakespeare in the Park.
So the question is this going to be a movie directed by Marvel Studios, or is this...
Yeah, it's the Spider-Man Homecoming. It's the Spider-Man...
But is this them giving the rights back to, or telling Sony, okay, do your own thing? Because basically Sony said, hey, you can borrow him, but build him up for us.
Yeah,
like make the first movie, use him in Avengers, but for the next movie, it's going to be us, Sony.
Is that
because if it says
I thought they had two movies that
okay, no, I wasn't sure. I wanted to confirm.
I want to say I think Marvel had two Spider-Man movies that they could do where they're borrowing it from Sony, and then the Avengers movies that they're doing with them, and then they're going to give it back to Sony so they can screw it up again.
Because when you see that in association with Marvel, you're like, okay, this is not made by Marvel. It's
yeah. I don't know.
Hey, back to statues for a second. Craig Hayes wants to know: has there ever been any Michael Keaton and Nicholson statues? I know that there is a Michael Keaton.
There's definitely Michael Keaton. I'm not sure.
I got Michael Keaton Hot Toys, and I got a Nicholas Joker, and they're amazing.
Hot Toys, or you're talking statues?
Hot Toys.
Yeah, I don't know of a statue with Jack.
No, I've seen the Michael Keaton statue.
Yeah. What did you?
No, there Studios still went out.
Iron Studios has a Joker. I know they have a
Batman. No, Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know of one for Joker for Jack Nicholson.
No, there isn't.
Yeah. They should.
They should, yeah. Cool.
Absolutely.
Should. So speaking of Venom, who's going to go see it next week?
Yep, Thursday night, probably midnight after the show.
I read something today that they cut like 40 minutes of footage, and when they were interviewing Hardy, they were like, "What's your favorite scene?" And he's like, "Well, unfortunately, it was cut. They cut over 40 minutes of stuff. So I wonder if maybe that's a lot of stuff that was supposed to make the movie R-rated, and then they dropped it down to the PG-13.
Makes it more compelling for the DVD, Blu-ray.
Well, if they do release it,
if they release it that way.
Exactly. It makes it better for me, so I won't go to the movies, and I will sit and wait for that to come to DVD, and I will watch it.
But you got to go out and support it. You gotta.
I don't have to support it. It's not a Marvel movie.
But ultimately,
I want to see the movie, you know. But I gotta be real, man. I feel like this is not gonna be a good movie.
Thank you.
I'm with George. I'm with you.
Yeah. I don't feel
every trailer that I've seen. It's just I can't even put it into words. It's
a CG monster from a sci-fi channel movie.
Yeah, exactly. You got it. You got it. It just doesn't flow. There's no flow to it. It seems like chopped scenes to me, and you nailed it. I think you nailed it right on the head with that.
It's Sharknado, except
I knew you were going to say something like that.
Sharknado.
No, I have a feeling a lot of people are going to probably be walking out of that movie shaking their head, wondering what the hell did I just watch.
Did you go see Sharknado, Seth?
No, I wouldn't watch Sharknado. I wouldn't even give that shit time of day.
I almost gave it the time of day the other day.
Just checking. What's the worst movie you ever seen in theater?
Oh,
ooh.
I'm going to date myself right now. I got this one.
Go ahead.
Hot to Trot.
I love that movie.
You guys are no longer friends.
Who doesn't love Bobcat Goldthwait? Come on, man.
In the movie theater, bro? You're lucky if you get that in the $2.99 bin in freaking Target.
And who doesn't love John Candy who's voicing the talking horse? Come on.
I wasn't saying the movie was horrible. It was a classic movie for its time. But to go see it in a movie theater and actually pay to go see it,
I'm trying to think about this because this is good. I actually, you know what? I would have to say probably the worst movie I've seen in the movie theater within recent years that I can recall was probably Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad
in theaters?
Yeah.
I think the worst movie for me in theaters was Dungeons and Dragons.
Whew.
That was bad.
Even over Jiggly?
Huh?
What about Jiggly, bro?
Jiggly?
Yeah, Jiggly. Yeah, I think Dungeons and Dragons was really bad, bro.
Oh, Benifer?
It is Tuesday by now. A lot of movies would have been released to reviewers at least to be able to give their opinion. This movie isn't being released to any reviewers or critics until the release date. That may be an indication it's not going to be that good too.
Yeah.
Ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
Burn it down.
Yo, Melissa Reed said Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights was a good movie.
Did she just not like the very last scene? That's just some bullshit. I get
it. Main Street Funko's like Batman versus Superman.
Batman versus Superman.
I
walked out of that one kind of questioning myself too.
Robert Lopez put The Last Jedi.
Somebody said Pootie Tang.
Glenn is saying Old Boy.
Independence Day 2 did suck.
He didn't see that in the theaters, but I saw that at home, and I hate Old Boy. That's like on my list of movies that just cannot stand.
You know what? Now that just made me remember what the worst movie I saw was. Freaking Snakes on a Plane.
Ooh, that's pretty bad. George, man, I saw the Jurassic World.
Yeah, I saw it too.
I didn't like that at all, bro.
I didn't like it that much either.
Cry? I know you cried when you saw the dinosaur.
The Brontosaurus, yeah.
Oh yeah, I did catch a tear for that one.
Nah, man, I wasn't feeling that movie either. There's so much about that movie that didn't make sense to me, like the scene.
Dick Tracy.
What
the? Dick Tracy.
Nah, Dick Tracy was dope.
Wow, come on.
Are you kidding me?
Big Boy did it. Big Boy did it. Al Pacino? You're gonna hate on Al Pacino? I mean, come on, man.
I had to watch as a kid. I was like, like this.
Bro,
like,
that to me was so dope. Back in the day, I was like, oh, man, he's got a watch. He could see somebody in the watch. I was like, it's so cool.
Calling Dick Tracy.
Yeah.
It's called the Apple Watch.
Yeah, right?
Now.
Back then, it was just a thing of dreams, right?
See, I agree with Craig. How can you make a Venom movie without the Spider-Man alien costume storyline?
And he doesn't even have
that in the movie.
He doesn't even have the Venom symbol.
No, but we get it. But they have to, but at least maybe have like a cameo with Spider-Man, with him losing the symbiote suit, and then Venom getting it, and then picking up.
Like they could have done like a little bit like a backstory of him remembering that. Like that's
Well, maybe that's why he doesn't have the spider, because it was obviously never on Spider-Man. So they just wanted to make it like its own alien entity.
Yeah.
Well, that's what has happened in the comic. they're redoing the whole story, man. Taking a different, an entire race of symbiotes. It's a completely different storyline now.
George, Mac Collections is saying Orgasmo.
Orgasmo.
That movie was funny as shit.
That movie was horrible.
That movie was funny as hell. I don't know what you're talking about, Mac. I'm sorry, bro.
Seth tells me, he's like, I just start working with Seth, right? This is like maybe like a year. I would say just working, but it's been a year that I've known Seth at this point. Seth's like, bro, you got to watch this movie. This movie is great. You need it. He comes over and he brings me this DVD, all proud, Orgasmo. Come home, put this thing on, got Candy watching it with me. My wife's sitting next to me. At that time, my wife was my girlfriend at that point. We were living together. I just moved in with her. Put this movie on. Movie's called Orgasmo. She's looking at me and she's like, who gave this to you? So Seth. She's like, So he put this on. Yo, that movie was horrible. That movie was just really, really bad.
Now you're a man. A man's man.
Oh, man. So, and at this point, she hadn't even met Seth yet. So, then she meets Seth and she's like, this is the guy that gave you that movie?
Oh, that makes sense. Well, that makes sense.
Hence why when you asked her, she goes,
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Don't give that man that Captain America statue.
Oh.
Spoken from a guy who hasn't been on the show in 2 weeks. It's tough talk.
Damn, man.
I'm sorry. I was at a birthday and then I had to study for a freaking exam.
That's right. We love it.
Did you pass your exam?
I did.
Good job. Bro.
Thank you. And I showed up at the show for a second that one time.
This beer is for you.
Yeah, you did. That was funny when you just showed up. Oh, I heard someone talking crap. What's this?
What'd you guys think of the Dark Phoenix trailer, man? That came out.
I liked it.
I think she looks pretty badass. I like her makeup. I like what they did with her eyes and all that. And it's just, I like the X-Men costumes, the retro look, going back to the legit X-Men.
Yeah.
I wish that they would have stuck with the X-Men costumes from the end of Apocalypse, though.
Yeah.
But I think it looked cool. A lot of people are like not on the fence yet. They're not even on the fence. They're like, man, this looks a lot like X-Men: The Last Stand.
Melissa saying, taking advice about movies to watch from friends. Fanboys, George.
This guy. So that's not even Melissa Reed. I know that's Glenn. So,
no,
because
Melissa's in there.
How many of you guys have seen the movie Fanboys?
I love that movie. That was a great movie.
Right? Have any of you guys on the panel seen the movie Fanboys?
No.
No?
Wow.
Nope.
Slackers.
Man, guys, you should really watch this movie. It's pretty good. So Fanboys is about these guys, or a group of guys, that decide that they're going to drive cross country to break into George Lucas's house to see the first cut of Phantom Menace.
that would be you and Seth.
Yeah, shut up, John. So you would be right there with us, bro. So don't even act like you wouldn't be with us on this shit.
I would be the voice of reason, telling you guys not to jump over the fence.
You would be the dude in the van coming with us, man. You'd be right there with us. Anyway,
yes,
so the movie was pretty funny.
I would be there to bail you out.
Yo, John, you've seen the movie. You saw it with me.
Fanboys?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember it.
Anyway, the movie's funny. I think you guys should watch it. Anyway, so my buddy Glenn, he's a big Star Wars fan. So, like me, I tell him that this movie's good. He sees the cover of the movie. He's like, oh, it's got Star Wars in it. So he claims that I told him that it's okay to watch this movie with his kids, which I still saying I did not do that shit. All right? Movie is not for kids. Do not watch this with kids. It's got scenes in it that shouldn't be watched with kids. So he puts this on with his kids. Next thing you know, he comes in the next day at work. He's like, George, they had some scenes in there I shouldn't have watched with my kids. I'm like, well, who told you to watch it with the kids?
So Melissa's saying not kid friendly, and Glenn is saying sure, it's a kids movie. Oh shit!
So going back really quick to Dark Phoenix, originally the date of release was February 14th, but apparently it got moved.
Did it get moved to February 14th?
No, original release was February 14th. Now it got moved to June 7th. So I guess after the release of the trailer. So
you guys want to talk about a trailer? Creed 2. Creed 2.
Crickets, bro.
Yeah.
I don't care, man. That freaking movie is gonna be dope as shit.
I don't know about dope as shit, but definitely I'll definitely watch it.
I'll watch it. I like the first one.
I'll see it.
Hey.
That shit got me so hyped, man. I was like, oh, here we go. This is the story I've been waiting for.
I don't know about dope. I don't know about dope as fuck though, man.
I'll watch it, but it's not one that I'm gonna run to the theaters to go see.
Oh, I'll be running to the theaters to go see that. I will literally be running. You can film me running to the theaters to go watch
I'll do that. I'll hold you to that. You should have filmed yourself running in Disney.
I should have.
Is it a jog or is it a run?
Oh no, dude, that was like a full-on sprint, dude. People were doing just like full. Your brother was doing a full-on sprint.
That's funny.
It was pretty funny. Yeah, I you know, like again, people are saying, hey, this reminds me of the X-Men Last Stand. In my opinion, the issues I had with X-Men Last Stand was a lot more than just the Phoenix story that they threw in there. I mean, I felt like they just had a lot going on. So, you know, I think that if they just focus on developing the Phoenix story itself without throwing in Juggernaut and Archangel's story and the mutants that were in the sewers and all that other bullshit, you know, I think that it could be a decent story. I mean, I haven't been disappointed with the more recent X-Men movies yet. All of them have been okay with me. Can you all agree with that or no?
The X-Men?
Yeah.
I definitely agree with you. I think it's what we're noticing with Marvel in general is they try to pack so much into one movie that, George, just like you're saying, it's like try to focus on one thing and get us to a point where when the credits are coming at the end and we all wait to see what's going to happen in the next movie, it makes sense. Not that you're trying to pack this story with that story and this story and boom, 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 boom. It's all over the place. I'm just like what you're saying. I'm hoping that they gear it more, hence why it's called Dark Phoenix. I'm hoping they give us a really good representation of where she came from, what she's looking to gain by going back home, and then what happens after she goes, you know, and gets her powers, you know, managed or whatever, or she breaks out. That's what I'm hoping from it. I liked the trailer. I thought it was banging.
Is this the Dark Phoenix you're talking about?
Yeah,
Phoenix. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I like the part that I thought was so cool was the I guess the scene where they're showing that like she killed her parents.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
And that apparently they're making it seem as if they kept that secret from her to and that's coming to, like, I guess, you know, that's what sets her back off.
But that trailer, they're messing with you though. If you watch it again, when she does this with the feet,
yeah,
she's like, there's tile on the ground. She's not in a vehicle. So like she's in the car with the parents, and then she goes like, ding, and then the car flips. She's like not in the that scene is not in the car.
I feel
she
like
is in the car though.
I know she's in the car, but they're making you think that she went like this with her feet, you know, like Dorothy, and flipped the car.
Yeah, I feel like I was watching. I feel like I was watching the part of The Last Stand again.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying too. It does have similar elements to The Last Stand. It's because they're showing that she was blocked off from that memory, and that she has like that split personality type of thing that's going on. Or at least that's what they're trying to
you know, like when they're in that.
From it. The comic isn't like that.
Yeah, when they're in that whole residential area, and I feel like they're just reenacting that scene from the Last Stand again, when they revisit her childhood home, and Magneto and Professor X are there, and that's when she kills Professor X. I mean, it's like, I don't know, man.
It definitely has that same feeling. I'm not saying it doesn't, but I don't think necessarily that what the Last Stand started there was all that bad. I think the problem with the Last Stand was that you started the movie off with Archangel, you know, trying to, deal with the fact that he's got wings, you know, and then his dad trying to cure him. So they're trying to do that whole cure the mutant story. Then they had, you know, Magneto try and develop a team from the mutants in the sewers, you know, which is another story. Juggernaut was a whole other whack ass thing that they threw in there. The other mutants that they threw in, the, you know, hundreds of mutants that were extras, all had the same abilities. I mean, they just look like a bunch of beasts running across the field. Horrible as all hell, you know. So they had all of that going on amidst the story of the Dark Phoenix. So, you know, you really didn't give the opportunity for that story to develop. It's like in their mind on X-Men 3 was, let's just take and make this a montage of a bunch of different mutants and throw everybody in here. You know, and
That's a good point. Mystique is going to die. Oh, digital. That's a good fan rumor. Mystique will die.
Vic is saying you said Juggernaut.
Juggernaut, bitch.
He said Juggernaut.
I'm the Juggernaut.
So last thing that happened in movies. Go ahead. Who else? Somebody was going to say something?
No, I was going to say that they don't even touch the aspect that she actually gets her powers from being out in space from
from
radiation.
being out of space, right?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I know. But in the trailer, they do show something. They show her like in some kind of,
trance.
Well, like at least in the air, and then she's being engulfed by the flames. So
Okay.
I don't know what that is exactly. They also do show the Blackbird going into space. So I don't know how they're going to pull that all off, or how that's all going to tie in. So
A phoenix rises from the ashes.
Sometimes I wonder when they put these trailers together that they don't have hey, let's just get all the coolest shots that we have and throw it in here. They'll figure it out. That's why we don't like for instance, like what John was talking about with Jurassic World. There were a lot of scenes in the trailer that I felt were kind of cool, and I was kind of interested in seeing that. And then the way they actually play out in the movie was so disappointing.
Yeah.
But in the trailer, it got you hyped. So
Thor running with the Avengers in Wakanda. Nope.
Yeah, the Hulk.
I was going to say.
I'm sorry, not Thor. Hulk. That's what I meant.
Oh,
My bad.
yeah.
Hulk.
The Hulk. It's all right. You're a Captain fan. You don't care about Hulk.
Yeah, I know. Thank you, John. Hey, boom, right there. That statue though, over there. Right, I'm sorry. Over there.
Good luck picking a winner on this one, bro.
Oh man, yo, I love this thing actually, man. I may become a Cap
So
fan
you
and just
like-
keep this thing.
Keep it, right?
He's gonna make us do the competition at the end. He's all right. The winner is me. Get that out of my house.
Oh man, I better be there, bro, because then my brothers get beat up.
Yeah, right. We still got 57 people in the chat, man. It's been going pretty steady today, man. That's good. So, last bit of movie news that we had was that Kathleen Kennedy has managed to secure her spot as the president until 2021. When John showed me this message today, the way it was written, I swear I felt like I was watching that scene from Revenge of the Sith where the Emperor manages to hold on to his throne.
Oh.
It's like the evil woman is held on, and she's holding on to this and continuing to ruin my Star Wars movies. How do you all feel about this? You know how I feel.
Let the hate flow through you.
But the good news is that they're slowing down the rate that they're coming out because they're like, this is not working. We're just diluting.
Because they're spending so much money on this crap.
Yeah.
No, I agree that, but I mean, hopefully they slow it down and take a step back and realize, okay, let's try something different.
Yeah, but not for nothing. Solo was not bad, man. Solo was a good movie, and I feel like people did not give that movie a chance simply because the last The Last Jedi was that bad. You know?
Yeah. There's so many haters out there, George, that they're it's going to be very hard to get. It's going to be very hard to get like a Thor or from the chats, Thor Gunderson.
Right.
Somebody who's diehard freaking Star Wars guy to go with these new movies because you're talking about people that just as we're passionate about what we do or what we collect or whatever. You take a diehard Star Wars guy and you change one little bit on it, you're screwed. You're absolutely screwed. You can't change anything. And where they're going with this new line, I don't know.
Yeah, but how do you?
I agree with you with the diehard fan, but that's not enough for them to make money, though.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do then? You're just gonna keep telling the same story and changing the actor? Like you gonna have new loops?
I don't have the answer. I don't know what to do. I don't know how they're going to continue to try to bring, somebody like our kids' age,
right? They're going to keep doing cartoons
into the world of Star Wars because they have to. I think they're trying too hard.
I think
they're going to continue with the cartoons, bro. Yeah. That's how they're going to do it.
I feel that the cartoons have really good stories. The Clone Wars, I'm sure Resistance may turn into that. Star Wars Rebels, I think, had a really good story. So, there's that. I think they do a good job there. I think the problem that everybody had with The Last Jedi was how much they changed some of the core characters.
Exactly.
Especially like Luke Skywalker. That was a real hard one to swallow the way he was
for
acting.
Anybody. Yeah.
My biggest problem with The Last Jedi was letting Princess Leia survive.
You mean she Supermaned it? Yeah.
Yeah.
She
the actress is dead. It.
Yeah, exactly. The actress is dead. Like she's not going to be able to play the role anymore. Right? You gave yourself an out to let her be killed off in a realistic fashion, right? And then you freaking unrealistically save her.
Yeah. And she's coming back for the next movie.
There's one word to keep the kids entertained into the Star Wars movie.
Booty crystals?
And that's porg.
Porgs. This guy. So like all about porgs. Any
Like,
chance
George,
he
like
gets to make the sound effect, he's down for that.
George, like you were saying, I think the biggest problem with these new Star Wars movies is that there's no problem with introducing new characters and new lore, but they just didn't pay respect to the existing lore that people were waiting to see again. Yeah. So if you're able to introduce that and bring it back and just pay it justice, give it its dues, and just give people what they want and slowly fade it away, it would have been good. But they're like, nope, you don't know what you like. This is what you like.
Right.
F you. Swallow it.
You didn't mind. You didn't mind. What was the other one? When they first brought the chick back, the new Star Wars movies out with Rey and everybody.
What the?
I'm forgetting the title.
The Force Awakens.
Yes, The Force Awakens. Force Awakens wasn't a bad movie, right?
No, but Han Solo was very much the same character. I think he acted pretty much like he did. You know, Chewie was who he was. Princess Leia acted like she acted. You know, those core characters remain who they are in essence. And I understand that people change throughout, you know, time, and they could have made Luke, you know, a little bit more skeptical about what, you know, the choices that he made and regretting the things that he did. But they kind of just made him a little bit kind of goofy. I mean, you know, they give him the lightsaber, he tosses it behind his back. Yeah. That was like, that threw me off. You know, the fact that he never left the island at all to help it, you know, even when he knew that Han was killed and his sister was in trouble. I mean, come on, dude. I was like, that's your family, and you're not even gonna get off the island to help out your family. Like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like that guy.
I know. Where's his hope? He lost his hope.
Yeah, I don't feel that they gave him any justice. And then another issue I had was that they killed him off at the end of the movie. You know, and it was, I think it was a waste killing him off.
Did they?
Yeah.
He disappeared into the Force, right?
Exactly. He's still there.
I see a Force ghost in your near future.
I mean, he has even come out and publicly said that he didn't agree with the avenue that he took, and of course he's had to redact his statements a little bit because I'm sure Disney told him and slapped him on the hand and said, "Hey, you say that this is a good movie." You know? But even he has come out and said, "I didn't agree with the way this went." So I don't know.
Snook is still alive.
But I mean, I feel that the other ones, like I thought Rogue One was a cool story, and I like Solo. Movie. Solo was cool too.
I like Solo. Solo was good.
Yeah, man.
I like what Craig is saying. He says that Luke wouldn't have changed as much because his spirit wasn't like that. Like you're saying, George, there wasn't anything from point A to point B to say how could he go from being this honorable person to being this person who doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
And there's no story in the middle to tell you what he went through to get there.
They forced that BS with Kylo of him betraying, right? Like that's what kind of messed him up. You know, made him go like, "Oh my god, I gotta go be a hermit now on an island."
Yeah.
Because I failed him.
Yeah. I didn't like that. I don't like Kylo.
Technically, that's what Yoda and Obi-Wan did when their people failed. When
Obi-Wan
stuck with Luke. Bullshit. When Anakin failed and killed off all the Jedi Padawans, what did Obi-Wan and
Obi-Wan stuck it out with Luke because they knew they had to hide Luke.
They did stick it out. They left. Yeah, and Yoda went to his little island and stood.
Obi-Wan had to hide. They had to hide Luke. And
get him, George. Get him.
They talked about this, and I know you don't watch the video games and all that stuff, but they have spoken about this kind of thing with other stories. In particular, I think it was the Knights of the Old Republic and the Knights of the Old Republic 2, that when Jedi or Sith become too much, when there's too many of them together, their force sensitivity can be sensed. You know, so it's better that they separate so that they can remain hidden longer and then thus be able to train other people. So the Jedi basically traded places with the Sith and then became that.
They didn't.
They did.
But Yoda didn't. Who was Yoda training? Like,
Yoda didn't train anybody. Yoda was waiting for the student, which would be Luke at that point. And then Obi-Wan hung out with him in Tatooine, just watching over him to make sure that nothing bad happened to Luke while he was growing up.
John would know that if he watched movies from the 80s.
No, John's watched these movies with me plenty of times. We've had talks about this. So, but I feel that even then, okay. So Obi-Wan and Yoda still had very similar personalities.
That movie is in the 70s, by the way.
Anyway, Yoda and Obi-Wan still had very similar personalities to what they had pre Revenge of the Sith. In A New Hope and in Empire Strikes Back, their characters kind of remain similar. So even if Luke suffered this kind of failure that he had, I don't see him going that far into despair that he wouldn't come out to help out his family. You know,
Doug Mufasa say George gonna learn you something.
Melissa singing "Preach." Glenn just went boom.
Yeah, I just that was my issue with that.
Luke's death was lackluster. I'll give him that.
Yeah, that too, man. I didn't dig that.
They didn't even develop his character. They didn't even develop the character.
No, they killed him off. I couldn't believe they killed him off like that.
And then the other thing that I don't like too is that, okay, so Luke is supposed to be the new Obi-Wan Yoda figure for Rey, and he don't teach her shit. And then, you know, she comes off the island supposedly learning more. She doesn't know anything more than when she got there, and she wasn't even there that long.
Well, yeah, she does, because she knows how to read the Jedi handbook.
Rule number 1.
So Glenn's saying 77, 80, and 83, which I assume are the movie release dates. Hey, 83 is a good year. I'll give him that one. But 77, bro, that's 70s, homie. And the movie we're talking about Obi-Wan being over there and hiding would technically be a New Hope. So 70s.
It's a good story.
No, that would technically be Revenge of the Sith, is when he took Luke and hid Luke.
That was the 2000s. But no, John's right. The initial part would be the 70s.
Thank you very much. Then it would be the 2000s.
Well, of course he's got to side with you. That's your brother. I understand.
No, but the movie did come out in the 70s, Seth.
It did. Thank you very much. We know you can't do math that well. We understand. I
can't do math really well, because you're 1 and 3 and I'm 3 and 1.
Oh.
Boom!
Yo, like I said, bro, you still gonna take it out when we play, bro.
I love you, John.
Yeah, likewise, homie. I don't mind the shit talking. We're good with that.
The Ewok movie. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Okay, that would be their worst solo movie.
Yeah, that was a really bad one. Both of them, part 1 and 2.
Do you guys remember the Star Wars TV special that they did with that whack-looking Chewbacca?
Yeah. Did any of you watch the Droids TV show that they had? Cartoon?
Yeah.
Dude, as a kid, I used to watch that, and they had Star Wars cereal. And I would pour my Star Wars cereal, and then on the back of the box was a mask, and you would cut the mask out, and you would put the rubber band on it, and you put it on like a mask. I was such a dork. Oh, man. So, last thing of the topics I have is that Google announced a Project Stream. So this is a video game streaming service, and they're looking for testers. People who test the streaming service will be able to play Assassin's Creed for free. That's cool.
So how does this work? How does this work?
I didn't really say that much.
It's gonna it'll essentially log in through Google Chrome, and you'll stream the game through the browser, through the Google Chrome browser.
Like mainstream games, like Assassin's Creed.
Well, right now they're doing Assassin's Creed, the new one, as a test. You can go to sign up, and if they pick you, you'll basically be able to play it for free. I don't know for how long, but I signed up today.
Did you? Nice.
Yeah. My buddy sent me a text at work.
Let us know about that. You got to do a review of that, bro.
Well, if they pick me, so I encourage everybody.
Positive thoughts, bro.
But then again, you're buying it, so you don't. Whatever.
Yeah.
Dark Mufasa said it was like watching Pokemon with no subtitles. No idea what those Ewoks were saying.
Dude, that Ewok movie, and I saw that movie a bunch of times as a kid also. I mean, the decisions I made back then, shit. Garbage Pail Kids, Masters of the Universe.
Oh my god, Masters of the Universe, I'm okay with that. Garbage Pail Kids and... oh my god.
Have you seen Masters of the Universe recently, bro?
Yes, I have.
It's Garbage. John Medina's favorite movie. He talks about it at work all the time. It's like, hey man, you want to watch it during lunch? I got it on my phone. I'm like, dude.
You're absolutely right. Yeah,
he fucking hates that movie. Yeah, he hates it.
Hate it.
That's funny, man.
What year was that one in?
That was like the 80s.
I think that was like 80, 85, 86.
Come on, man. Dolph Lundgren killed it back then, bro.
Dolph Lundgren was a beast back then, dude.
Yo,
Dolph Lundgren was
Speaking of the Dolph Lundgren thing, one of the problems I had with the new Creed trailer was, why did they not give Dolph Lundgren any kind of title credits in that?
Because the dude can't freaking speak anymore, bro.
What do you mean by that? Oh, because Dolph Lundgren,
he's in the movie, dude, and the only reason why that movie is anything that people are gonna be like, man, I can't wait to watch this.
It's the nostalgia.
It's Creed versus Drogon.
Yeah, it's the nostalgia. They're hoping people like me will pull on the heartstring of nostalgia and go
the
see
first
it.
one wasn't bad. It was good. So
This was okay.
the only problem is it's not the same director. It's not Cooley, the guy who did what's that? Black Panther.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I have high hopes and high expectations for it. So hopefully it lives up to my expectations.
Dark Mufasa says Skeletor in the whip scene. I was scared as a child. Now it looks like Fetish Skulls enjoyed it.
All I remember, I haven't seen it in years, is just Gwilder eating chicken from the bucket.
Remember
Yeah,
that?
it was even
I have,
Kentucky
like,
Fried Chicken
in my head.
The bucket of chicken. I remember the
Yeah, it's
song.
like,
The music that thing played, you know?
Yeah.
That was the worst.
Yeah, that was a bad movie. That was pretty bad.
I'll never forget you, Wildor.
80s
Do we
have
think
bad
Rocky?
movies and good movies.
Do we think Rocky's gonna die in this movie?
Hell no, Rocky ain't gonna die in this movie. Rocky
He's
beat
freaking-
cancer. Rocky can't
Well, I
die.
don't
Rocky
fucking
beat
get-
cancer in the last movie, man.
Yes, what I don't fucking get is Rocky looks young as hell in these movies, bro, and he's supposed to be old,
that
super
plastic
old.
surgery.
That's called growth hormone.
He's like this.
HGH.
We got to train, bro. We got to get you ready for that fight.
I can't tell whether he's laughing or he's crying.
You talking about Drago?
No, we're talking about Stallone.
Drago is the one expendable that is expendable.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, jeez.
The Expendables.
Those were good movies. I like those movies.
I like those
Oh,
movies.
then, hey, if you like all the expendable movies, you should be solid with Rocky, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I am solid with Rocky.
Yeah, we get it, bro. You don't have a high bar.
Oh, okay.
Nah, I'm fucking with you, bro. I actually like the Expendables movies. And don't get me wrong, too. Rocky, you can't go wrong with Rocky. Yeah, you got the theme song, Eye of the Tiger. What do you do?
Eye of the Tiger, Hearts on Fire,
Absolutely.
Burning Heart. I can name all those. Gonna Fly Now. I mean, come on, man. It's Rocky.
I mean, other than, I'll give you the Tiger, but some of those movies is 80s music. Sorry.
Hey, I got my Rocky Pop sitting right here over my desk, man. I got Rocky, Apollo Creed, Drago, and Clubber Lang.
Oh, nice. There you go.
What
T's
is
son.
that? Bro, yeah, Creed 3. Mr. T's son is coming soon.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
The fool. Oh man, that's
That'd be
hilarious.
funny. Clubber Lang.
Clubber Lane, yeah, Clubber Lane's son.
Stallone is underrated by some as an actor, man.
Do you consider Stallone a great actor? Like,
I consider him a good. He actually got nominated for Best Supporting Actor when he did Creed. He got nominated for Academy Award because he was really great in that movie.
I don't believe in any of those nominations for Academy
All
Awards.
right. See, for me to consider like someone a good actor, I feel like, you have to see them in like different roles, and you still like all those roles.
Yeah.
If they're always playing the same type of person, right? That predominantly, then they're not a good actor. They're just playing themselves.
Yep. So I think Edward Norton is a great actor.
I think Edward Norton is a great actor.
Edward
Edward Norton is a fantastic actor, and I'm kind of pissed that they didn't have him continue on playing the Hulk.
Yeah.
Because of the reason that John said, though. Because, I mean, he can play American History X and he can play the Hulk.
Great movie.
Great movie. Yeah.
I can hate the dude and still love him in the movie.
Yeah. Even Joaquin Phoenix, I think that dude is a really good actor as well.
Yeah,
I give you that.
Yeah.
I give you that. So, but we already know, like, what was Seth's favorite movie of him? That Something in the Night. He just likes that first scene.
Yeah.
We Own the Night. We Own the Night was a great Joaquin Phoenix movie.
I know, but you only like it because of the first scene.
Listen, what my taste in is no.
Hey John, what's in that first scene? I haven't seen this movie.
It's Eva Mendes, dude.
Eva Mendes.
Oh, Eva Mendes. Ay, qué rico.
She bit her toenail on me.
Going all Captain Puerto Rico on us.
I remember when I first saw her in Fast and the Furious 2. Yes, I went to go see that in the theaters.
I saw that in the
Fast and
theaters.
Furious. I was just like, oh my god, who's that girl? It's like a Hispanic. What's the name of that model from the 90s? Used to be in the
Cindy Crawford.
Cindy Crawford.
Cindy Crawford. Yeah. Yeah.
She does have a Cindy Crawford look to her.
Yeah.
With a better ass.
Yeah. And then you guys see that new Jumanji movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
I did.
I loved it. It was good.
I love the scene when they're talking about like what when they figuring out what year is he from, and they're like, dude, Cindy Crawford's like 50. Still looks good. And the guy's like, Yeah. Denzel's best. Yep, true.
Denzel's a great actor. That's another one, bro. You can like him, love him, and hate him.
I love the Equalizer movie. I love the Equalizer. That was a great movie.
But you notice that Denzel didn't get any credit till he finally played a bad guy. He's always playing a good guy.
He did play a good guy for a long time until he played the bad guy. And he played the bad guy really well.
King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
Because I hated him in that movie. So
you hated him in what movie?
I loved him in that movie.
I loved him in the movie, but I didn't like the like if I knew a person like that, I wouldn't like that person.
Yeah. So it was a good movie. He played the role.
I thought it was a great movie.
Yeah, that's what I felt about Joaquin Phoenix in in Gladiator.
Gladiator. I disliked him for a very long time when I saw that movie.
Me too. Did not like that dude.
Yeah. And whenever I saw him, I was like, "You're that bitch from Gladiator." You know? You're the pie fucker.
Hey, careful with shaking that table, dude. I don't want my statue falling over.
Oh, his statue. Eric, you know, he's claiming that shit a lot, and you ain't really coming at him. I'm coming at him more.
I've thrown several hints on the show. I don't want to overdo it.
So what are we doing for this? Is it going to be a trivia challenge?
It's going to be a wrestling match. That's confirmed. It's
a wrestling match.
I'm already talking to my people to rent out a
Get
ring.
Get yourself a singlet and a ring.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna wear a Speedo.
Oh jeez.
Some elbow pads.
If we do that,
finish
man,
it.
we need to have some videos of you guys training.
The most electrifying move in sports entertainment.
You heard that, John?
You gotta make sure to oil up too.
John, if we do something like that, we gotta have some videos of these guys training, some montage videos.
Oh my god,
that's funny, man. Seth ain't really talking. He don't want to wrestle. He don't want to wrestle Captain Puerto Rico right there, bro.
It has nothing to do with wrestling. It's like what I stated earlier. Someone's gonna wind up getting hurt. Someone's gonna wind up taking it the wrong way, and then it's gonna turn into a full-blown fist fight. That's all I'm saying.
Are you saying you're a sore loser?
Huh? I'm not saying I'm a sore loser. I just don't want anybody.
So Eric's a sore loser.
No, just I don't want anybody to get hurt.
Hey, look what Lisa
I feel like you're calling someone a sore loser. I'd like to just know who it is. Come on, say it.
Someone's gonna get hurt. Someone's gonna take it the wrong way, and they're gonna lose their fucking shit.
See, I'm the one really with nothing to lose because at the end of the day, I can just go back to my pops.
Word. He has all his hot toys.
I'm glad I'm the only one that likes Devilman versus Amen.
Oh shit!
I mean, it was close, Calvin, bro. I was about to compete with you for it, man. George said no, Calvin.
Oh, that's funny.
I mean, guys, on the promotional poster, he's posed like Captain America holding a Captain America shield. This guy, he's holding boxes.
Okay, so do we need so do we need to know the real story behind that so people are really clear? So George goes ahead, tells Calvin to get a picture, tells John to get a picture, tells Eric to get a picture. What does he do? Completely leaves this guy out and just takes one from one of my thumbnails.
Okay, hold up a second. Okay, but wait. Before you go, then you feel bad about that. The reason why I said that these guys have to all get pictures, and John, I didn't ask John to pose for a picture either. I grabbed one of his also. It's because the two of you have great pictures. I could just grab one of your pictures. Calvin and all these guys, I gotta tell them, okay, guys, this is what I'm going for. You guys had exactly what I was looking for this idea I had for the flyer. Me, Calvin, we have to work. We had to sit there and be like, all right, man, this is the... even me, I had to get in front of the mirror and do this picture 10 times.
Exactly.
No, because Calvin's like full Doctor Strange in his pose.
Okay.
Hold on,
it's not Doctor Strange.
You got the Iron Man.
He's Professor X.
Professor X. George has got the whole Tony Stark thing going on. Eric's got the Captain America pose. And I feel like I'm sitting there in my picture. I'm like, with the boxes, and I'm the one who's getting the booty crystal. You know?
You're like, I just got booty crystal.
I just got booty crystal. I had no say.
Seth, what it was George told me, man, he was like, yo, I would give Seth the shield, bro, but he's like the hunchback in 300, bro. You just can't get it up.
Oh. That's not what I said.
George, somebody says you're backpedaling like crazy here.
How am I backpedaling?
I don't know. That's what Glenn said.
It's all right,
man. And then with Eric, I was like, because we call him Captain Puerto Rico, we know that he's a Cap fan. I was like, bro, I was like, and I had other ideas for that image too. Was for him to be standing there with the shield up in the air, and then I was gonna get these girls, and I was gonna have the girls like wrapped around his legs and everything like that, and he was gonna be, he's the sex symbol.
I was like, no problem, George. I'll use one of my 3 shields as a Captain America fan.
But the thing is that you have him on there with the shield, which is all well and good, but he's actually tucked away in the corner where I'm kind of front and center, right in the middle. So that goes just to show you who the bigger talent is.
But baby, you can see my whole body.
See the flyer again, man. Can you pull that up real quick?
Well, George is actually doing me a favor by hiding my body because people don't need to vomit. So,
stop it! Don't say that.
George, somebody wants to see the flyer again. Can you pull it up? Is it a
flyer? Oh man, I gotta find the flyer.
Dude, Seth, you go to a Comic-Con and people go like, "I know you."
Hey, you're that fat guy from YouTube.
No.
Oh my god.
PHAT, Seth. PHAT.
Yeah, exactly, right? PHAT.
No, what's funny is that all of us are going to be walking around. All of a sudden, you're just going to hear random people yelling out through the convention, #Booty Crystal.
and if they do that, we did our job.
Exactly, right?
If they do that, I'm going to laugh my ass off. They should.
Hey, look, it's the Booty Crystal crew.
Oh, man. That's hilarious, bro.
Man, I don't know where I saved that thing.
Why don't you just pull up a flyer, the flyer that you have in your hand, bro?
Because I don't have it in my hands right now. It's downstairs.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Eric says he wants one.
Yeah. I'm gonna give Eric one. It's funny. The cable guy came over to fix my cable TV over here the other day, so he had to come into the office and he saw all the statues, right? So I was like, yeah, man. He's like, what do you do with all these things? I'm like, we do this YouTube video, and it's awesome. You should check it out. So then I show him the flyer, and he's like, yo, this is dope, So then he's like, that dude with the cap shield, that shit is sick. I was like, okay.
Somebody asked me if that was Photoshop. I'm like, nope, that's a real shield.
Yeah.
Yo, Seth, he carries the shield in his car, bro.
I don't know.
I carry the battle damage one in the car, in the trunk.
So would you guys rather do like a Marvel vs. Capcom video game challenge or like a trivia challenge? See who actually knows the most about Captain. I'm curious to see which one of you two actually know the most about Captain.
I'm good with either.
I'm curious to see where George went.
I'm trying to get the picture up.
It's just a black.
Oh god.
Like I always say, it wouldn't be an MCE production if we didn't have any.
There is no technical difficulties. I'm getting the picture so that everybody could see you in all of your glory.
Which is pops. Is it the one where Seth's like holding all his pops and like looking crazy eyed to?
So I'm saying, man, look at it, booty crystal.
I don't see it.
You don't see it?
I don't see it on the
booty crystal.
I don't think anyone else sees it.
Click on George.
What are you talking about? You don't see it?
I see it.
I don't see it in the YouTube channel yet.
Oh, because there's a delay.
There it is.
Delay, dude.
Man, there it is. I'm waiting for the delay.
Calvin's like doing the whole Professor X.
Crystals. That wouldn't be bad. I like. Okay, I'm finally agreeing with Stephen Rowe for tonight. Just the one time only. Okay. He was saying to get you guys drunk before we do the trivia challenge.
I like that idea.
Me too.
Oh my god.
But Seth cheats. He babysits. He don't drink his drinks.
I nurse. I don't babysit. I nurse.
I want to be involved on that show because I gotta see this shit.
Yo, but we want to if we do this trivia challenge, we want to do it like full out, straight up like Jeopardy, bro. Like have the whole board.
Oh, so you want to have the answers? What is?
Yeah, like straight up. I'm gonna get you guys some buzzers. Hey, let's see who goes off.
See, thank you, Vic. Thank you, Vic. Thank you, Vic. Thank you, Vic. Seth, they did you wrong, bro. Thank you, Vic.
Look at Glenn. Is Calvin doing
perfect?
Sorry, is Calvin doing something to Seth?
He's commanding some booty crystals into his booty.
I will be handing out those flyers during San Diego Comic-Con. Anybody wants to get them? Well, me and Calvin will be doing it. Seth will be doing it also.
Oh my god!
If he makes it, bro. If
I make it, I'll find out tomorrow for sure if I'm going or not. And then I think
we should start a petition to make Seth go to the convention.
If I don't go, what we'll do is that we'll do a giveaway for my Thursday badge.
Ooh.
I just heard that he wasn't going when the show started. I did not know.
So
Seth, you gotta come, Seth. You gotta go.
You gotta go, bro. You gotta.
Let's
go.
make Seth great again. Okay, let's do this. Let's make this
Yeah,
happen.
Seth, you gotta go, man. You gotta go.
So
Hey, Steven Rose, if that's the case, I'm just going to purposely get the answers wrong.
So, Eric, you bailed last time. So if Seth doesn't go, are you going?
Ooh, Seth has a pass.
When is it?
Next week.
Next week? This weekend or next weekend?
This week.
Thursday.
Oh, I'm Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll be in the Keys.
Now we see what's more important. Now we see what's more important. Sun and fun. I get it.
Captain Puerto Rico needs that lustrous tan.
There you go.
Otherwise, I'd be all over it. But honestly, Seth, I hope you can make it, man, because you got to represent the statues, dude.
I hope I can. You know, I'm sure there's. You know, I want to meet up with everybody. I really want to meet up with everybody, and you know, and
represent the Funko community.
Yeah, well,
right.
Oh,
the Funko community. The Funko community is actually going to be represented by quite a few people that are going to be there.
There are a lot of Funko people. I mean, when I first started with Choice, I wasn't even on board yet, and I helped them with last year's New York Comic Con, and then this year I had an opportunity, obviously, to do San Diego. It's a completely different vibe. It's a totally different show. Totally different show.
Oh, it is.
What's the difference in the vibe?
It's different type of person, different type of. I mean, I can speak on a business side. Different type of buyer, different type of collector. You know, California being California, a little more laid back. I mean, people in New York are people in New York.
Angry.
We're just freaking New Yorkers. I mean, it is what it is. But when you get in there, like George, when you start going around and you start interviewing people too, you'll notice that the interviews are different too. People will say other things. Oh, well, I like the statue for this, and I see where they're going. New York is like, it's a piece of shit. This is the reason why, and that's it.
Yep.
You know, it's just it's harder, and it's a little more mean, I can say, but it's cool to see the two different sides. You'll see George, when you come to my booth at the end and you come say goodbye, you're gonna be like, dude, you were right on.
You are correct, sir. You are correct.
It's good to see it though, and it's good to feel it too. And obviously, for your fans of MCE and the collector world, it's definitely awesome to see those two sides too. To get people's different perspective. It's really, really cool to see.
See, the best thing about me is that I'm from New York, so I can go in there and just blend in like a chameleon, and nobody can ever tell that I'm visiting from Florida. You know.
Well, you would be a New Yorker anyway, because you'd be wearing the Yankee cap.
Yeah, I'd be wearing my Yankee hat. Yeah. So
I want to see. So do you still take on the winters the same way?
You what?
Seth? Can you handle the cold the same way?
Oh, absolutely, no doubt, man. I think what's it up there right now, Charles? Like in the 60s?
I mean, today was mid-70s.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's perfect. That's short and t-shirt weather still.
Oh yeah, no, it's last year was a little chilly. I will say that, but you guys, just so you know, we're in for good weather. I've been watching the channels, and the weather is going to be it's going to be a really good weekend for that. So to get out in Manhattan and to see that culture, and get out and get a dirty water dog and go down and
dirty water hot dog.
George, don't do that.
Hell yeah.
Do that, George.
You gotta do it. It
is the best freaking hot dog you will ever eat.
George, I'm trying to save your booty crystal, bro.
Bro, I had dirty water hot dogs before. Them things are good as hell.
If he shits himself for a day, it's all good.
Dirty water hot dogs are damn good.
It's just the water running its course. That's all.
They are pretty good. They are pretty good. I'm not knocking them down. I've been to New York before.
I don't do street food that much, bro.
Nah.
Nope.
Dude, you got to get a hot dog. You got to get a pretzel.
Oh yeah, but the best is after this show, when we're all leaving, like all the vendors and everything, you get the guys that have the actual grates on the cart with the charcoals going and the pretzels just like sitting on top of it. and you get those really crunchy parts, and then you get the soft part, and just slather it with mustard.
Oh my God.
Charles, you know the weight of my heart, man. You're talking like food porn to me right now.
That's why you gotta go, Seth.
Somebody said if Seth doesn't go,
Bye,
the Pop
Tatiana.
Gods are gonna be angry.
Yeah, if I don't go, the Pop Gods are gonna be angry with me.
They're gonna punish you, man.
Well, the Pop Gods did punish me because there was no reason for me that I had to run to freaking 16 different Walgreens to find this damn light up Iron Man.
They will smite you, Seth. You need to come.
I'm going to my Walmart tomorrow just to see if it's there, and if it is,
you got to go to your Walgreens. You got to go to Walgreens.
Walgreens. I'm going to go there tomorrow before I.
Lazy Lover says Grace Papaya hot dogs. I agree with that as well.
Grace Papaya. I agree with Lazy Lover.
Those are good. When I was in New York last, I walked all over town looking for one, and had my wife walking with me. She was, a little pissed with me.
Oh, you can also go to Katz. You can also go to Katz's Deli too. They got some good ones too.
Just make sure you bring your quarter and you bang it. You get up on that corner and you're like, and then they give you extra meat.
Yep.
That's what's up.
That's what I miss, man. I more than anything, I miss a good New York deli.
Hell yeah! How about a good bagel?
Oh my! Well, there is actually a place. There is actually a place down here. It's called Brooklyn Water Bagel, and it's probably the closest thing I could say that I've had to New York bagel since I've been down here.
Is that the place that they actually bring in water from New York? Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Because that's what makes it.
Yeah, that's the water.
What, dirty water?
Yes.
No. Believe it or not, John. Believe it or not, New York water is like some of the best water. Believe it or not. But
so why do they call it dirty water then? I just can't get past this.
Because they're basically, when those cart guys leave the annex where they all are down in the low half of the streets, when they're bringing out their cart and they're loading everything in, all they do is hook a hose up to the freaking wall.
God, it's really dirty water.
And they fill it up. That's just regular tap. It's coming out of whatever. But regular tap, let's say at a business or whatever, is supposed to be some of the best water. I don't know,
man. They say the same thing about the Sini and Aquafina, how bad the water really is, but people like it. So is that kind of similar to New York, that it's really bad, but
booty water,
people like it?
I think you just get used to it, John.
I just don't understand. You having a hot dog and water that's supposed to be drinkable is what's giving it its flavor, and that just doesn't compute with me.
The Paradox Nerd says Jersey bagels are better than New York bagels.
Yeah, PJ knows.
Somebody says dirty water makes the pizza taste better. It's a proven science.
That I don't agree with. I can't say that. I had pizza in New York. I can't say that it's any better than any other pizza I had.
Well, because clearly you weren't taken to the right place.
Whatever. That's what you would say. I've had pizza in some other places, and they've been
Chicago pizza. Chicago pizza can definitely give you all a run for your money, man.
And they don't use dirty water.
I'll tell you this. I'm on this side of the bridge. I'm in New Jersey. Okay, so I get the best of both worlds with New York and New Jersey. And when this past year, when we were in Chicago for C2E2, and we went and we got that deep dish pizza at that world famous place, we had.
Oh, was it Uno Pizza Uno? Was it? Uno?
No, it wasn't Uno. It's the one that's I don't remember the name of it.
Oh, Gino's.
Yes, Gino's. And we actually had Robert Bailey with us, the artist. George, I showed you a couple of his pieces. And you want to talk about somebody absolutely losing his mind. You see a Canadian sitting down, and this guy's eating freaking deep dish pizza, and believe it or not, drinking a Bloody Mary, that whatever they call it up in Canada, it has a special name, of Bloody Mary. But I got to say that the pizza was damn good.
Hey, look at the hot dogs that I had in New York. Those things are slamming, man. Like we went, my wife and I, we're at Battery Park, and we were heading over to the Statue of Liberty, and it was the morning. So we were kind of hungry. So, she gets in line. I go get the hot dogs. I come back with these hot dogs. And she looks at me and she's like, "Did you just buy those at a local stand?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I'm not eating that garbage." So I was like, "Really?" So she's like, "Seth said these things are the best." She's like, "Have you seen Seth?" I was like, "Yeah." So I was like, "All right, man." So here I am with 2 hot dogs in my hand, right? So
Eric, where's that horn?
I eat the first one. I eat the first hot dog, right? And I'm like, damn, this shit is good. So she's looking at me and she's like, "You're eating that thing like this is the best thing?" I was like, "Yo, this thing is good." So she said, "Well, let me have a bite." I was like, "Nah, you didn't want the hot dog. I'm good. I'm having this."
Yo, George. What you should if you're in New York, man, like if y'all get time, y'all should go have a drink at 2:30 and 5th rooftop bar, bro.
Yeah, you told me about that before.
I
don't know if we're gonna have time because we got some stuff that we got to do. I got one night at the convention, and then Friday we're gonna be wandering around New York. I want to go to Midtown Comics, and I also want to hit up that pop store that Seth was talking about.
Toy Tokyo, and then possibly Forbidden Planet.
Yeah.
I was just corrected by Steve. It's Giordano's in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
For the deep dish, Giordano's. That was it.
Tatiana is saying, "Of course, Seth, you are a fluffy bear." Thank you, Tatiana.
Tatiana said, "Who said hi to me?" I say hi to you.
I say hi to you. She's my number. She's What's Popping's #1 fan.
Oh my god!
That's it, bro. That's your role in this, Captain Puerto Rico.
Oh, come on, man. I'm just a fucking horn. That's it.
You gotta come up with more. You gotta come up with more sound effects.
Now on, I'm just gonna be like this.
hey, horn guy, you missed your cue.
All right, man. What we got? We
still
got 54 people.
We're still
54
54 strong right now.
What?
Jesus.
Damn. Been a pretty strong show today.
I want to know who the jerk off is that gave us a thumbs down.
Yep, me too. Whoever that dude is that comes in for his one dislike. I love him.
Yeah.
Must be that jerk off who had his video taken down.
Be like, may you live forever. Oh man. Nah, it's been a fun show, man. This was cool.
Absolutely.
So, we got what, New York Comic Con, couple days. Calvin, you said you're heading out there in the morning, right?
Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning. I won't be out there until like 10 o'clock at night.
Oh wow, yeah. No, I'll be there early Wednesday morning.
And I gotta find a way to get my ass from Jersey to New York. I have no idea. I'm gonna be doing
the ferry, bro. They got a ferry.
Charles can help. Charles can help you with that.
Nah, I'm a little bit further west than the ferry, bro. So I don't think the ferry's gonna get me there.
You can't make it to the ferry?
No, I'm sure I could. I'm just saying I gotta find a way to get from there to wherever the ferry is, or wherever.
He's by the stadium.
There's like a bus that's a straight shot that gets me into the town, and then I'm like 8 blocks away from the.
Well, Charles, he's by the stadium, by Meadowlands.
You want to get downtown?
I don't know where he wants to go, but I'm just telling you where he's at.
Is that where you're staying? You're staying in East Rutherford?
I don't know where I'm staying.
He's staying in where the fuck he's staying at?
I'm staying in Queens, so I basically have got to take a
You're staying in Florida. You ain't even gonna be there.
I've got to take a bus. I've got to take a bus from Queens to Flushing, and then from Flushing, I got to hop on the number 7 train. That'll drop me off about a block before the convention center.
Seth, just use the subways, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. My wife knows the subway. I will be the first to tell you. This past weekend, we took my son into Manhattan to see the Disney thing. It was the first time I was ever on the subway. But she had always told me she used to work in the city her whole career. And if you learn the subways, you can get anywhere. You can get from Queens to Javits using the subways.
Probably.
I don't know what numbers to take. I have no clue.
Yeah.
Yeah, side note, best show, King of Queens.
Well, I am big like Kevin
I
James.
do like that show.
But George, you're staying on my side?
I'm staying in Jersey.
He's staying in Lyndhurst.
Yeah, that's where my sister-in-law lives. The best thing that you could possibly do is take the PATH train, and then once you get into Hoboken or whatever, then you could take the transfer train over. But again, I don't know. I can ask my wife, and I can message you.
All right.
That from Lyndhurst, that would be the easiest for you, is to get on the train, get on the PATH train, then you take the junction from Hoboken into the city.
Conjunction, junction. What's your function?
I was gonna ask the hotel when I got there at
that's
night.
80s rap.
Oh, they'll definitely be able to tell you.
Yeah. So, because my other buddy, he's from New York, he told me about a bus that could get me straight there. So.
Well, either way.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. Sure, I'll do it. I figured out how to manage around there when I was there last time. So.
Hey George, my friend gave me some spots for you that are near your hotel, by the way.
Okay.
So you want to get some grub with candy?
Honestly, I don't think we're gonna be at the hotel that much until like the last day. So.
Well, either way,
I
I'm
think
just
most of the time
give
we're
you
gonna be
some
in
spots you
Manhattan.
can get something to eat. But if you don't want them, never mind.
Well, you can tell me after the show, bro.
We get you then.
Whatever, man.
Putting you in Seth's
You
boat.
Christopher Reeves hating person.
Oh,
I heard, man, dude, you about to get me scolded by these freaking audience
gonna
again,
get the
man.
chat triggered.
Yo, Jesus, bro.
Where's the horn, Eric?
Oh.
He's like, I didn't get John jabbed enough. Let me get at it.
All right, guys. It's 10:30. Yeah, I think it's about time.
2.5 hours. Oh my
Yeah, I know.
God.
Yeah, we did good, man. It's a good show, man. We're gonna have Charles on the show more often. Bring in more people.
I'm saying, man,
This
I
one
love
went back.
Charles, dude. Charles is awesome.
I know.
Thank you, brother.
Hey, you could tell him. You could give him a hug when you come to New York with us, Seth, because you're gonna come to New York with
Absolutely.
us. I'm telling you,
know
right
what?
now, bro.
You know what? I will give him a hug. You know why? Because from one bald-headed man to another.
What? You're bald? What?
So that's all I'm saying.
Absolutely.
All right, guys.
That's fine.
So, thank you guys for joining us for the show. 2.5 hours. We had 50-something people strong pretty much the entire way through. That was dope. Really cool. Talked about all kinds of cool stuff. So, you can join us for That Geek Show every Monday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Monday nights. This week, we're heading to New York Comic Con, so we might be one show short this week. In preparation for that, Calvin and I will be traveling. And hopefully Seth, I'll have to drag his ass with me to the convention. I don't gotta put his ass on a Greyhound. He's coming to New York.
I don't think there'll be a pop off this week unless I go and we do something live from the convention. But that might be kind of difficult to do.
Yeah, even that may be difficult to do.
Yeah, but the new episode of me doing hunting will be up tomorrow. I think around like 10.
Right. So definitely keep up with us. We are still going to have a lot of shows, and then when we get to the con, I'm going to be shooting a lot of video on the collectibles that are there from Choice Art Group. I'm going to go over there and show you guys what they have. So I'm going to try to give you guys a comprehensive look of everything. So definitely keep up with us. We're going to be coming back at you with more videos just like this, so stay tuned for all of that. And until next time, guys, keep it marvelous.
Peace.
That's my Captain America statue.
Oh, wait. I just got a text from Stan Lee. He sent me a picture. He's like, hey, man, I hope you get that statue. Oh, yeah, I forgot my Captain America credit card. And, oh, wait, that Captain America poster signed by Stan Lee. Right there. Okay.
I love how this dude just decided to finally pull out all the stuff at the last minute.
Bro? Leave it at the All right, guys. Good night.
Good night.
I don't know.